What the fuck?
Oh, they caught us with their pants down here. Jeez, I didn't know we were starting. No, I'm kidding. What is up? What is up? Everybody's in here. Where's the chat? Everybody in the chat say what's up. We got Tony down below from Denver. She's looking handsome. She's now we got the main man right here, the OG rideshare driver besides Sergio, out from Florida with the big old Dade County tatted across his chest. We got Vinny Cuz in the building. Sheesh. What's up, Vinny? What are you guys doing? How are you guys' day going? Chilling? We're chilling?
Oh, chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain, taking these $3 rides damn straight.
Yeah,
No, I'm
well,
kidding.
$3 plus $3 plus $2 plus $1.30, man. I could buy me a Big Mac minus pickles.
Yeah,
Man,
the sesame seeds might not be on there either.
You ain't lying, bro. Might be a butter bun.
look. Hold on. About that McDonald's thing. If Silver Fox is in here, Silver Fox found out this thing where you could go to McDonald's, get a Big Mac, change the meat to a quarter pounder meat, so it's a quarter pounder Big Mac.
What the? and this is something you asked for?
Yeah, so you switch out the meat, the just the meat to be like, instead of that meat, I want the quarter pounder meat. So it's a double quarter pounder Big Mac.
And I'm assuming they charge you more for that.
I think so, yeah. But hey, on this episode of Big Boy Chronicles, this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? Food
Go ahead
reviews
on,
with
Buddha.
Buddha coming soon. No, I'm kidding.
Secret menu hacks.
But
Secret menu
Great
hacks and
show,
heart
Buddha.
attacks.
I blame Buddha for the late start. Oh no! Nah, you guys can't blame me. Can't blame me.
Wait. It's not, if you're gonna blame him, blame it right. It's all Buddha Biden's fault.
Oh my! Where's my Biden hat?
That's what it says below. You see down there, it says it
Wait,
right
what
there.
does it say?
It's in red and white. It says all Buddha Biden's fault. It says it right there.
Oh my god!
Buddha, did you trip up the stairs or what?
Oh no! No, I was too busy playing with the taxpayers' money on golf. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, laying on the beach like one of them gray whales, just chilling.
Just chilling.
Water just slapping up against his ass like some hand at the strip club.
Bro, it's the life, bro. What do you
Finally,
expect?
he gets enough.
Sitting in my golden toilets, cause why not? You know.
Yeah, and every time that hand slaps that ass, little something comes out of his blowhole. You know what I mean? Comes out his blow. Whoa!
That's the haircut you're talking about.
I can't hear anything yet. Hold on.
Yo, Steven
My system
looking
is
mad
deciding to
fly
be
too.
dysfunctional.
Man, I'm lacking here, boys.
What?
We are definitely lacking.
It's haircut week. Next week you gotta have yours.
There we
Yo,
go.
RS310. What happened to the dude from Chicago and he drove a Porsche? And he is still in the Uber game? No, he's
There we
not.
go. Now I can hear people.
He's actually from forever dead to his daddy, the fleet owner. You know what I mean? No,
Is he really?
Switch.
Nah, he still does Uber. He still does the
Default
Uber
rig
Black
it.
game. He just doesn't post anymore because he's a vagina.
Because he's a vagina. Okay.
We're using medical
Seems
terms
like he doesn't
here.
want to play nice.
We're using medical terms here. We're getting anatomical tonight.
Let's go through. There we
What's
go.
up, Lynn? What's up,
Oh,
Michael? What's up, Antonio? Yes, it is my fault. What's up, Traveler? Sheesh.
Buddha,
What's
it's your
up,
show, man.
Democrats?
I
Ramon.
told you it's your show
See that?
tonight, bro. Whatever
See
you want
that?
to do.
See that? We got Ramon saying, "What's up, the Democrat?" No, I'm kidding. I told
Ramon.
Steven. I told Steven that we were gonna do that. I was gonna put my big old "I love Governor Newsom" hat, just just for the screw of it.
Is
But
that Governor Newsom hat? Is that like a chopped off piece of condom with a big old ring stretched around a big old ring that you put on your head?
no, it's actually burnt on the side of it too. By the way.
Filled with grape juice.
No, but
Steven, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy?
Well, I sent you that message. I was telling you I was going to go get my deal with the whole tire situation. So I get over to the shop and FedEx only dropped off 2 tires. So I was like, okay. I asked so either they left 2 tires somewhere else along the whole shipping path, or he left it on his truck, didn't realize he had 4 tires and only left 2 there. Not sure. But I asked the shop if they could hold on to the rims, because I had the rims in the back of my car. So they're holding on to those, and they're holding on to the 2 tires so I can get them installed once I have all 4 tires. Because they also have to take out the TPMS sensors.
what happened? What happened? You cracked another rim? They said. Cracked another rim, boss?
Yes, I have a cracked rim.
I know how that feels, bro. I cracked 2 of my
Your
rims.
Tesla's
Dude.
on crack?
Exactly.
His Tesla is actually on crack. It's the performance. He almost killed me one time.
Just once. It only takes once.
That's all. Yeah, that's all it took, actually. That's all it took, actually. But
hey, no, that was what is it? It was FedEx, Ramon.
what is good, Melvin? Sheesh. You're gonna get on the stream, Melvin?
Yeah, I sent him the link, so he might be at work, bro. Melvin's the only real working guy around here.
We are the slaves of Uber, guys. We are the slaves of
Uber. I haven't driven Uber in I don't know how long.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had your other thing going. You love it? You love it, or what do you think? Is it better than Ubering and Lyfting, or what?
The current way Uber and Lyft works, yes.
Damn, Raymond, what are you doing to my phone, bro? Holy shit. I think I just got pictures of his wife.
Now, about to be out in 15 minutes.
I think I just got pictures of his wife.
Whoa. All right, we're demonetized. Okay. We're demonetized.
This is because I said I got pictures of his wife. What the fuck? No, this is how UPS deliver the printer in front of the store like this. It's in the middle of the street.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I rather just buy my tires. Like I have a tire plug. We have a tire plug out here, and we just get the full 4 sets of tires for like $250, 95% tread. So they're used, but you gotta save some money. It's not worth it buying new tires. It's not. It's really not, especially for the job that we do. New tires every what? Well, EVs are super heavy, so
see, you say that, Buddha. You say that, Buddha, but I got 80,000 miles out of my tires.
I did 90
before I had to replace them. Huh?
I did 90,000.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people
without rotating tires.
Yeah, without rotating.
Buddha speaking like he lives in California.
A lot of people say that you go through tires fast on the on the Tesla, but I didn't go through tires.
You know
I'm
why?
fine. I got 104,000 miles now on these tires.
I have a question
rolling,
for
man.
you, Vinny. I have a question for you, Vinny.
Yes, sir.
Do
I'll
you
answer you,
use
Buddha. I'll answer you,
do you
Buddha.
do you use chill mode or standard
Yes,
mode?
all the time. Chill mode
Chill
all the
mode.
time.
I'm always
That's
Yeah,
what.
when
listening.
you're in the drive
That's
whip.
why.
So listen, but listen. Well, God damn it, I ain't trying to be Speedy Gonzalez. We actually arrest people here in Florida when they screw up, not like California, where we slap them on the ass and tell them, "Hey, good job. Try harder next time." Okay.
Yeah, my bad. My bad for not arresting the
You actually get a
alligators.
ticket. You do some stupid shit here in Florida, or they take you to jail. One or the other. It ain't no go get your $950 worth of shit out of Walgreens.
Man, Vinny's about to get that. Yeah, they reversed that, by the way. They reversed that, by the way.
It'll be get
As long
reversed.
as
They're gonna play a second reverse card on that.
you ain't
Reverse
like
Uno
double
card.
double quad full four reverse Uno.
Yo, what's up,
Reverse in
SF
attack mode.
driver?
Yeah, reverse draw 4.
Reverse draw 4, baby. That's it.
Fuck
You
off.
missed half the shit on the Maybelline show.
Yeah, see that's what that's. But I don't know, bro.
I
It's
never got that much out of my tires.
the EVs, they're heavy, but the tires are, depending on what brand too. Apparently, I heard that the cheaper brand, like the Blackhawks, it's called a Blackhawk brand.
Why you gotta be
Tire?
racist, Buddha? Why can't it be a
Don't,
green hawk?
don't be
or a red hawk?
don't be like my passenger from yesterday, dude. Please, no.
Steven, you hear this Chicano over here? What he's saying, bro? He's trying to tell you,
Orale,
man,
Holmes.
the only kind of hawk is the black hawk, the negro hawk. That's what he say, man. That's what I hear.
Hey, man.
I thought there was a H missing in that one.
Yeah, see. This is where it gets crazy because I told the lady, she said that she was waiting. She was waiting 45 minutes to get a basic Uber X ride. So she got
Damn.
Comfort. She got
45
Uber
minutes.
Comfort. Yeah, she was waiting and nobody was taking her call. Mind you, she was just going down the street, less than 2 miles. And I told her, well, you should have got Uber Black or Lyft Black. You would have got picked up faster.
You being racist again.
And then that's what she said. She's like, "What do you mean, sir? What do you mean black?" I'm like, it's a higher tier that's a little bit more expensive and a nicer quality of vehicle. Oh, I thought a black guy was gonna pick me up, and I said no. I'm like, I was like, oh Lord, Buddha, you're riding on El Jefe's. Okay, I'm out of here,
baby.
I'm out of here. Abandoned ship.
No, Buddha. This is your show tonight, man. Tony, Steven, and myself, we are just the supporting cast. We are here to support
Just the
you,
peanut
sir.
gallery.
This is your show.
We're here to support you.
It's your show, bro.
I'm kind of
Take it
far
whatever
away from the
direction you wanna take it
camera compared to everybody else. I'm like way far away. I'm like, get your binoculars.
In Mexico, you could go 300,000 miles before changing.
Jeez.
Do you guys want to talk about how I feel that if Chinese EVs come to the American market, Tesla's fucked?
If you want to talk about it, it's your show.
Fuck it, let's talk about this crap, bro, because EVs are the future of transportation, and I feel that Chinese manufacturers like BYD, Xiaomi, X, Y, and Z cars that are coming to America that are showcasing their cars here by American car reviewers due to the fact that how these cars are built way better than Tesla and do more range than a Tesla. A lot of people
But are they doing it with the same size battery? Or are they doing it with much larger batteries?
They're doing it with the same amount of batteries. They have what's that one car?
It's funny because all the people wanting EVs, well, not all of them, but a lot of people wanting EVs want to have a better environment, and then they're going to buy a Chinese battery where they don't care about what they do to the environment or the people that they use to make them.
I mean, look at gas-powered cars. They're
They're
pretty
more
worse. They're more worse too, bro.
not than what they do to mine for the stuff for batteries.
EVs, yeah.
And then the battery goes bad. At least Tesla uses the old batteries for storage banks.
The thing about it though is because Tesla's been in the game not too long. They've been in the game what 2010 with the Roadster. They have a few years on these companies, but you know these companies are coming out with 1,000 kilowatt hour charging stations. They're coming out with better battery packs, and like you know Tesla. A lot of people say that Tesla doesn't want to innovate too much because I guess this is what they're saying. Like, what's broke, don't fix it, right? Because you know who really goes more than 300 miles? Like, if you're daily commuting to work or whatever. But like, you know, I feel like having like that bigger battery pack in a Model Y. Let's say if we could get the Model Y with the 100 kilowatt battery pack, it should give us more than 400 miles. No, isn't that what the Model S has? The 100 kilowatt battery pack.
I don't know if it has a full 100 watt. Let's see.
A Model Y is not as wide as an S or an X.
And yeah, because the Y is like 60 something. 62, 63.
Yeah, they don't have as much width on the vehicle as the.
Yeah. The Model S can go up to 100 kilowatt.
That's coming right back in there.
If you wanted an EV, how many miles you would want to get out
I
of
would
it?
want an EV that's not gonna catch on fire and drive itself into some other cars or buildings or whatever plot the CCP has to to use all
What
of
that
their
guy
EVs.
says. What that guy says.
But FSD is so whack, bro.
What?
I would not trust CCP with my. No way.
Can I ask you a question,
No way.
Buddha?
Yes.
Buddha, have you seen two Teslas chasing themselves around in a circle, honking horns and flashing lights at each other yet?
When is
'Cause we've
Tesla
seen-
ever going to be in that
Because
situation?
we've seen
though?
plenty of Waymos doing that shit, chasing each other around in a parking lot, beeping their horns at each other.
What? SF driver bought a Porsche Taycan? The electric Porsche?
Woo, that's a sexy car, boy.
SF driver got money, bro.
Well, that's a sexy driver. That's a sexy
Nah,
car.
but
Did you see it just dropped, was it yesterday? The new Model Y rear wheel drive.
Yep.
357
Miles.
mile range.
Yep. But here's the thing: we're talking about it earlier in the Discord that it's only for $4 more. You get the long range all-wheel drive because of the special promotion they have right now of 1.99 financing compared to the 5%.
What if you're paying cash for the whole thing?
37,000.
No, is it 37,000? Yeah, 37,000 with the $7,500.
After the rebate, it's 37,000.
Yeah, after
before
the
tax.
rebate.
Before tax and delivery.
Those Teslas are fucking sexy, bro. You can't lie. Those Junipers look sexy. Have you guys seen them in person?
I hate it.
I don't like
What?
it. They're all over down here. I don't like it.
What don't you like about it? What don't you like about it?
It looks
So
it looks like what people tell me that the Cybertruck looks like, just stupid.
It does
Like
look
the big
a
ass unibrow in the front?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what it is for me, but it's not so much the unibrow itself. I can handle the light bar and all that and the way the lights cut. But when you look at it straight on, right, the light bar looks like it's way down here. It looks like one of these banana heads on the street with his pants hanging off his ass compared to where the top of the car is. There's like this big gap when you're looking at the car. There's like this big gap where the lights are down here, right, where Buddha's pants are hanging, right, and then me up here with my hat, where my hat is, the top of the car.
Where is there space for
right.
duct tape on that?
Oh, well, you got to ask Buddha. He's the duct tape. He's the Model Y specialist.
We're not sponsored to talk about special tape, all right?
Oh, is it a different brand? Fiberfix?
This channel never gets sponsored, bro. We don't do sponsorships, right?
We don't do sponsors on here, but
nope.
Shout out to Ducky
Nope.
Tape. Nah, bro.
3M,
I feel like the new. That's what the Cybercab looks like. You think the Cybercab looks nice?
No, yeah, but the Cybercab, the silhouette, when you look at it straight on, is a lot lower.
Looks like a damn mouse, like a computer mouse.
Damn right. Hey, what's wrong with that, bro? Right there. There it is. Tesla. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get me a Tesla mouse.
If you could deal with the Tesla Cybercab, I think you could deal with the Model Y Gen.
Yeah, but here's
I'm
the
with
deal,
you,
bro.
Melvin.
I don't have to drive the Cybercab. We don't drive those. You can, but you don't drive it. There ain't no steering wheel. There ain't no pedals. You put in where you want it to go, and it takes you there. You got no choice but to have self-driving on that.
What's good,
Josh? I don't know. I feel like the Cybercab looks pretty ugly.
You feel like Cybercab's pretty ugly?
The trunk looks ugly. It just looks like a.
It looks
like
boring.
A computer. It looks boring, yeah. And then they painted the fucking wheels to make it look like the rims are bigger when it's not. And why gold?
Why not?
Why not?
And to me, it's more like a copperish than a gold.
I need to go see it. They have one in display in Santa Monica, Tesla, I think they said. I think we gotta go check it out.
Here's the deal, right? The Cybercab is designed to do one thing: get you from point A to point B. There ain't no style. You're paying less than $1 a mile to get where you got to go, which is cheaper than Uber and Lyft combined. So you door opens up, you get in, you shut the fuck up, you hit the button, go. It takes you there. Once it gets there, the door opens up, you get your ass out and have a nice day. That's it.
This
A to B.
The Cybercab. Will you think the Cybercab be like? Will the Cybercab be just like Waymo, in a sense that it could only pick you up in a certain location, instead of like an Uber and Lyft where, hey, the passenger says to pick me up here. Oh, I want to get picked up here, or like. You know what I mean?
No, passengers gonna. I would think the passenger's got to walk to wherever the car is safely.
What if the passenger app has, you know how our Tesla app has Smart Summon? What if once the car is close to the customer, they can Smart Summon it to them?
I mean, that's an option.
Mm-hmm.
That's an option. I don't know. They might. The only thing is, so like here in South Florida, and I know you guys got certain areas up there. Like for us, we're on the beach, right? We got all the beach, so you can't just stop in the middle of A1A, which is the main vein, running along the coast. You can't just stop in the middle of A1A and pick somebody up. Like that's a $300 ticket in Fort Lauderdale, bro. So I can't see, even though it's been said that Waymo, they can't give Waymo tickets. These autonomous vehicles. I thought I heard Chris saying something about that.
What?
Yeah, something about they can't give Waymo tickets because who they giving the ticket to?
Waymo, the company.
Well, that's what I would think. That's what I would think.
Unless
for some reason they get nothing.
Unless Waymos are operated independently by subcontractors who run a certain corner of a market.
Like drug dealers?
Yeah, in a way, like a drug dealer, right? Well, hey, homeboy, you got that side, I got this side, you got that side. We never cross paths, or we can cross
No.
paths, but we never like, cause in LAX there's a Waymo hub where all those stupid little cars go in there, and there's people cleaning them up. There's throwing the trash away. They're getting all the private belongings, putting them
Oh,
in the
you
storage
mean our
unit.
future job? You mean our future jobs?
Well, hey, people don't want to take the $3 rides. That's what they're gonna be taking away from you, basically.
You
Yeah, but
gotta have
Didn't
you
hazmat
probably
training to do that.
didn't
You
they
ain't
say
lying.
that
You ain't lying,
99%
Tony.
of what did they say? 99% of rides taken in Austin are done autonomously. Is that what Uber
60%
CEO said?
60% in the geo-fenced area right now are done by Waymo. Yeah. Because but see that's by design though. You see they've been playing the long game the whole time. They
Well, in
purposely been getting our
Austin,
asses down to $3-4.
it's hard to make money if you're making the traffic there is just terrible. I don't know how Eddie does it. It's like you're just sitting there in traffic and you have
See,
upfront fare. It doesn't even change it up because you're sitting and sitting.
the thing about
Right?
Austin, it's a small city. It's not really big outside the downtown area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you put it like the traffic there. I will sit when I was there in 2011. I will sit on I 35 for only 2 miles for 4 hours.
Jesus, and I thought Texas, thought California was bad, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know. I would rather not drive in that part. Like I would avoid going through the middle of Austin. Like if I lived north, I would only drive north. If I lived south, I would only drive south. I would not cross.
Well, see, that's the funny thing, because I have FSD on my car, right? I pay the $3.33 a day for it. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
sometimes nine times out of 10 is good. No, I say more like 7 out of 10. Cause man, that thing is so finicky, bro. You're driving straight, and the moment you look down to change the song or do something, it gives me the red stupid steering wheel. And if you have FSD, you know that stupid red steering wheel, how annoying it is. And the passenger's like, what the hell's going on? You know what
Well,
I'm
why
saying?
don't you change your option to not let it track your eyeballs?
There's no option for that. There's a sensor
Yeah,
in the mirror. You know that, right?
put on your
There's a sensor in
sunglasses.
the mirror. There's a sensor in the mirror, in the rear view mirror.
Tony
Put
There's
Tony's
Tony's
giving you
trying to
game here,
tell you
bro.
what to do.
He's
Yeah.
trying to help you here, bro.
this. Putting this, it will help it.
no, your sunglasses.
I don't have sunglasses.
All right. Well,
Here,
that's
Buddha.
if
Oh,
you spend $3 more a day for a week on sunglasses, you wouldn't have to let the
Oh
red steering
Lord.
wheel come out.
Yeah. Get cooked.
that's good. Buddha, all you got to do, look, Buddha. I know you live in California. Okay.
Oh
I want
God.
you to go up to I want you to go up to
And
San
oh, you
Francisco.
could put like
Okay.
tape on that thing too, and it'll also enable you to use the steering wheel again.
Go to San Francisco and go get your pink sunglasses. Okay, buddy?
Oh my
And
God.
there you go.
Oh
I got on my
my
Buddha
God.
glasses. My Buddha
You
glasses,
shut up,
baby.
bro. You just
These are my Buddhas. I got on my Buddhas. God damn it.
Buddha RS 310 said Buddha me at the LAX one day. Bro, we'll get kicked out, bro. You saw how strict they have gotten at LAX? I don't know about you guys. Well, I don't know if the driven dad's been to his lot, if they even have a lot, but man, they've been getting more stricter and stricter at LAX. Like me and Silver would always park on the side of a parking structure that they build. Now you're getting ticketed or telling people to fuck off from there. And the restrooms are horrible. Steven had an issue one day going into one of the. Oh, dude.
What happened?
I stepped in a pile of crap.
Oh,
Like I walked into the what is it? Into the porta potty.
So
What's it
they
called? And it
moved
was
from
just
down.
right in the middle of the floor. It was just a pile of crap. And I stepped right into it.
They moved from downtown San Francisco to LAX. Huh?
Oh god.
ugh.
Oh god.
Even in
That's
Seattle
not
too.
good, bro. That's
Nope.
not good, bro.
I
So
say
how did wait, we gotta talk about this for a minute. So
oh, here we go. Here we go.
so I want to know, like, where's that shoe at now? Did you throw it out the car? Did you
Nope, I got
tear
it
it
on
off
right
before
now.
you got in the car?
Yeah. I took it
And
off.
you got
I-
in that car? You got in the car with a shitty shoe?
I cleaned it to the best of my ability, and I got in the car with my shitty shoe. Yes.
Oh, God. Oh.
Now the
That hurt my
follow-up
heart.
question is: do you have a backup pair of shoes in your car now for?
No. No.
I feel like as a driver,
You gotta be
have
like
to have.
Mr. Rogers now. You
I'm a
got
Uber
your
driver.
inside
Oh,
the car
yeah.
shoes,
Yeah.
and you got your outside the car shoes.
Look, I'm an Uber driver. I can't afford things like that. That's a luxury. What you're talking about?
All right, $3
You can't
a
afford
day.
Crocs. Damn it.
I refuse to pay $3 a day for FSD. I'm not that guy. I
If you
am
make
not
enough
that guy.
videos, if you make enough videos, you can get FSD to pay for itself.
Yeah.
Hold
go
on,
with the
hold on.
schedule
Let's
right
talk
now.
about that for a minute because Tony,
I want the schedule
Tony,
now.
Yeah.
like myself, Tony, you are a fellow content creator. You have
Yeah.
a very good following. You have done some extremely good videos. Okay. I know this. The rest of the world knows this, right? Could you imagine if we'd have made a video with a shitty shoe?
Bro,
It'd be a
that
million
would've went
views in like
viral.
3 hours. Oh, it'd be a million views in 3 hours. I went to the airport and all I got was a shitty shoe.
Thumbnail. The exact
I feel like-
thumbnail
I
is
feel-
where you're
bro.
still standing in it, and you're like, "Oh, I gotta get a thumbnail before I get out."
See, that's a true content creator. Because back in the day,
That's what I'm saying.
content creators back in the day, they'll see a car crash, they'd be like, "Wow," like this, and the fucking guy's like dying, like, "Wow." That 2016 era was crazy for YouTube content, bro. It was
I'm just
just
saying.
nuts.
I would have had to make a video about that shit.
Yo,
I'm
Steven's
serious.
laughing.
I'd
Yo,
have to make
Steven's laughing.
literally.
Videos were pretty good.
Literally.
I'd have made a video
What?
about that shit.
I should have
100%.
made a video. I should have made a video
100%.
of Steven coming one day to Stagecoach and saying, "Screw it, I
Listen,
got to
we don't
rise
wanna
back.
see
Let's go."
we don't want to see Steven coming anywhere, okay, buddy? Calm down
Oh
there, Buddha.
my
Calm down there,
god!
Buddha. Calm down there, Buddha.
It would
This-
have been
this
like a
show's
good
going off the
title
rails real quick.
Mhm.
Show's going off the rails
for
real
that
quick.
thumbnail.
Well,
This
listen,
is what it is.
Mhm.
The title
We are
should
going
be.
off the rails here.
The title should
Focus,
be: Did I
Vinny.
step in McDonald's double quarter pounder Big Mac before or after it went through?
Bro,
Oh,
the makings of the makings of Silver Fox, bro. Telling you.
Nah, I'd have put it. Uber pays real shit. Stepping in shit. That's what I would.
And then the fucking shoe
that'd be
full
my
of.
thumbnail.
You see my Twitter? Yo, you see my Twitter? The one that said "fuck Uber" on tagged up, and it says "Uber slavery that way." Bro, these Uber drivers be
didn't see that
tagging up. Yeah, bro, these drivers at LAX be tagging up everywhere, like on the floor. They like fuck Uber. Uber only paid $3 while Lyft CEO gets millions.
But they're still there. But they're still there. They're still there, Buddha.
That's
still
what I'm
work.
saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, man. And
Like
then
Steven says it best. Steven says it best. Just put my nose down and grind it out till I don't have to do it no more.
Mhm.
You know, and he's right. That's it. That's it. One of the reasons I don't make a lot of content no more is because of that. Is
Just
because
don't
of that
put your
simple
nose
premise.
down where you were stepping in that bathroom.
Man.
Oh, shit.
Yo, Lynn said that Bitcoin's going to 100K tonight, boys. What do you guys think?
Is it? Well, let me go look. Let me go look. I'll go look right now.
While you go look
Y'all
on that, Josh, I know you don't do curry no more. Oh, Tony, you don't do curry no more, right? They kicked you off, you said?
I got deactivated for inactivity, and they
I
still haven't let me
think
back on.
Wow.
yeah, well, see, I've gotten curry. I've been using curry this past week. Bro, the rides are shit, bro. We're talking about what a $180 to $200 ride was back in the day. It's now $70, $60, $50. And what is a $75 ride is $10 now. And you know how back in the day, guys, if you guys do curry, it used to surge. It'll give you like a bonus surge. Every time it will just sit and sit and sit. And it used to be like $10. Oh no, nobody's taking it. Okay, we'll add another 10. Oh, nobody? Okay, let's add a 15, a 20. Now it's like 15 cents, 20 cents, 13 cents, $1, 15 cents back again. To the point where now it just says in big red letters, canceled.
I never got on with curry. Curry never. I signed up to do curry, and you know it just never. They never. I guess they didn't like me. I don't know. I think that's what it was. You know, but they just said nope. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Don't nobody do nothing. But the man, the myth, the legend is in the building. He's in his house.
Eddie?
All the way from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Mic check.
¿Qué pasa, Boricua? No,
So I'm trying. These are the glasses that I actually trade with. So I see you guys, okay, through my phone. I mean, my X-Real Beam Pro.
Oh, these are those virtual glasses that you have?
Yeah, the AR glasses. So I got a big, humongous screen. Like Steven's head is like humongous right now. So
you need to get those glasses, Buddha.
I think I have a use for it. Hold on. No, I'm kidding. There's something else like humongous.
All right, real quick before we get into Eddie's glasses, Lynn, I do not see $100,000 tonight. You don't have enough time, unless all fighting ceases across the entire globe. You ain't gonna see 100 tonight. You might see 102,000 by Friday.
What?
You might see
how much is Bitcoin right now?
By Friday. Right now it's at 97.8.
What? It went back up again?
Yeah, well, bro, I told you this. God damn. See, here's the problem. This is why I don't make videos no more. This is why I don't do shit no more. I gave you the tools. I did a whole thing on it here. Steven and I went through it right here on the fucking Rideshare Garage because we talk about more than goddamn Uber and Lyft and whatever else. Okay? And yet you didn't pay attention. I told you it was going down to 74,000. It dipped all the way down to 72. Now it's all the way back up to 97,000. If you didn't buy your Bitcoin, that's on you. That's your fault.
I bought $1,500 worth of that thing, the XQC, or what did you tell me to buy on Uphold?
XRP
and XDC.
No, XDC. Mm-hmm. Steven was chopping my chops about it, so I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I bought $1,500 worth of that shit.
Jesus.
What's XDC?
XDC is a digital asset that focuses on tokenization of real world assets. So think of businesses like being XRP? Able to. No, XRP tokenizes other forms of currency and makes it easier to move around. XDC makes it where you can like imagine going to buy a car and you have a digital representation of that car or a house. Remember when they were having all those issues where people were printing out or making finding people's deeds online and then selling the house out from under them, or taking them and using them to get loans off of them. So instead of being able to do that, if you don't have the actual receipt in your wallet, this is the NFT tokenization part. If you don't have it in your wallet, you can't do any business with it.
Okay.
So, while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna bring something up. Go ahead.
Melvin, okay. Sooner or later, you can pay in Bitcoin, Melvin. I got a wallet, so you can pay in Bitcoin if you need to extend your OnlyFans membership. You know.
Hold on, bro. Where's your mic, bro?
Your mic is really
is your microphone in? Yeah, is your microphone in your glasses?
I think so.
You need to switch to your other mic.
That's why it sucks. That's why it sucks.
Yeah. Don't talk about that's why
sucks
it sucks
like Eddie
when
right
he's
now.
talking about OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah. Melvin says he's not getting his premium content on his OnlyFans.
I'm not doing the freaking song again. You're freaking crazy. That shit's fucking.
We need to see more one wheel fills. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So I need to bring this up. I want to get this out of the way now. Shout out to Ron, the Rideshare Culture. He showed me this today, and I did not know about this. Remember last week we talked about Lyft, and we talked about how Lyft changed the Lyft comfort requirements, right? Now they made it, Lyft comfort is just stupid, right? 4.95 rider, one safety flag, one service flag, one dirty as shit flag, whatever. It's almost impossible to uphold that. Especially when you go down in platform. When you're up in platform, those riders tend to be a little more honest. But the more you come down in platform, anything can happen. Not saying it's dishonest. I'm just saying more shit happens at the bottom than it does at the top. But we had talked about how cars were coming off the platform and how you could not put a Model Y if you were new to the platform, or if you had a newer Model Y after March 31st, you couldn't get Lyft Black with it. Well, Ron showed me this today. And if I wouldn't have known, if he wouldn't have shown me this, I wouldn't have known. So you see, right? All ride types, premium only, extra comfort, black, and then black only. Okay? If you don't go look for this, I would have never known. If Ron didn't tell me about this, I would never know that vehicle requirements are changing May 30th, 2025. This vehicle model will no longer be eligible for black. So it's official that the Model Y in the South Florida market is coming off Lyft Black. It's official. But I didn't get an email. I didn't get a bell notification. I didn't get a text message. I didn't get shit pointing me to this. Ron is the one who found this and pointed it out to me. I just think that's some really sneaky ass shit.
Yeah.
I just think that's some real sneaky ass shit.
Same here.
Yeah. Lyft's not notifying anybody. Now, they might be doing that because they're not notifying anybody.
Them sneaky bastards.
So if you have Lyft, if you drive a Model Y in your market and you have Lyft Black, you need to go check this. Because if you don't check this, you don't know what you don't know.
Unknown.
Vehicle requirements are changing May 30th, 2025. This vehicle will no longer be eligible for black.
And check this out. Here's extra comfort. Right? They got this part down here, eligibility updated, but they don't have the extra comfort up here updated, and that changes on the 20th. And here it's still showing me 4.85 rating, 2 cleanliness flags, 1 safety flag, whatever. They only show you what they want to show you. Yes, there it is. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. If you hadn't seen this, I just wanted everybody to be aware of that.
Agreed, Melvin. That's all I thought.
It's sneaky
That's
as shit.
so trash,
it's sneaky as
bro.
shit.
Lyft enjoys pulling out the rug just like we did with Lyft Lux.
It could be true, Ramon. It could have been something that was already planned and it's just bad timing, or it could be that. Who knows? I'd still sit here and argue. So comparing this to the comparing it to the Mustang Mach-E or some of the other cars that they have on black. Are you serious? The Model Y in comparison?
Wait. The Mach-E is still on black?
Yep. And Uber black.
And
Uber black.
Oh, then it's definitely political. Then it's absolutely political. It's absolutely
a friend of
political
ours
in a revenge move.
A friend of ours, between me and Steven on the radio, on the right Discord, he says that the only reason why they probably still have the Mustang Mach-E as black is because that's like the highest tier Ford that they could put on the platform besides the Expedition. I mean the Expedition.
I'm just saying, if the Mach-E is still a Lyft black, then the Model Y should still be a Lyft black.
A lot of people don't mind the black car for, nobody minds Clappy Jr., with my black duct tape everywhere.
I really think if they're doing this, it's going to backfire.
How?
Well,
it's going to backfire big time.
How does it backfire?
Well, it's because if they're ousting Tesla black cars from the because you can't use them as black anymore, then people are just gonna remove their cars and they're just gonna go somewhere else. And then autonomous vehicles are coming out, so people are just gonna end up moving their Tesla cars to the autonomous version because all they have to do is just turn the app on if they own a Tesla after 2023. Which
but most of those cars, your disadvantage there is that most of the cars are running with the version 3 computer, and how many of those people are going to actually upgrade their system in order to use it as a taxi?
Because Elon said it was for V4, right?
Yep, V4, V3, and V4, but V4 is going to be the best ones. And it's
V3 is not even eligible.
After 2023, all of them are going to have. 2023 is all going to have the V4s. Now, what I'm saying is that all we see is Waymo Cruise, which was bad. Waymo is just coming out. VW has their own little minivan coming around. Okay, but we have seen them. I mean, whenever somebody has an issue with one of these autonomous cars, they make a fucking big deal out of it.
Is your regular mic not plugged in or something? Because it's like
it's getting chopped.
But you guys still.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe it's the signal. Because it's getting shot.
Joey B TV in the building.
What I'm saying is, with these autonomous cars coming out, all we see is Waymos and VWs, and that autonomy. We have not seen Teslas yet.
Well, and that's what I said this morning on the show this morning was, if barring any catastrophic mishap, once Tesla hits the pavement, it ain't gonna take long. That shit's gonna spread like the apocalypse, bro. That shit will spread like a zombie apocalypse, to be like roaches everywhere.
I still feel they need to improve a lot more to if it's the same.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, when to me, it's like driving with a 20-year-old. A 20-year-old's got 95% of it down packed. They're fine. It's that 5% where you got to grab the oh shit handle. And Tesla, if you notice, doesn't have oh shit handles. I don't know if y'all ever noticed that. Tesla
Yeah, bro.
does not have.
I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, you don't have any oh shit handles in the Tesla. Here's the story for you. I had a guy today. I'm not going to tell you his last name. I'll just tell you his first name. I'll tell you his first name. First name is Andor, Andor. Y'all do what y'all want with that. He's a professional race car driver. Was supposed to race one of the races at F1 last week. He lives down here. He's been under the weather. Anyway, he orders a Premier Reserve ride. He's just going to dinner a couple miles down the street, right? I'm like, okay. When I go to pick him up, he gets in the car, gets in the back, introduces himself. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. The first thing he asked me to do was to turn off brake regeneration. So first thing he asked me to do, he says, do you mind turning that off? I said, no problem. So I go over, I put it in the roll. I take it out of hold and put it in the roll. And, that eases it up. There's still some brake assist there. Obviously, it's electric motor. But, it rolls a lot easier. And he says because he gets car sick. And the brake regen and all the EVs, he says it's not exclusive to Tesla. He says it's in every EV he gets into. He said if they got that brake regen shit on, everywhere. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I think that's going to be a problem for some people, too, with the autonomous vehicles. Because all the autonomous vehicles are electric, right? They're not gasoline. They're electric. So it'll be interesting. Eric W. says, Tesla will always overpromise. They've been around since 2003. EVs have been around since the 1800s. That is not a false statement. But you know what? And Tesla should underpromise and overdeliver. That's the way you should do things. But we're going to find out, Eric.
Remember,
we're going to find out.
Shout out to Starbase Texas.
Electric cars have been around for a long time, and nobody has been able to perfect it until Tesla came along.
Tesla's not perfected either, dog.
Oh, Tesla is way ahead of everybody.
All right, hold that thought. Commercial break. All right, appreciate y'all hitting them share buttons. Make sure you comment. Make sure you tell Steven that he should have kept his hair on his head instead of getting that haircut. Because whoever gave him a tape, look at his tape, bro. He ain't got no tape.
There is no tape. I just cut all the hair off.
That's why. That's why I like Steven, bro. Look, Steven. See me and Steven the same, bro.
Bald,
bro. You see that?
Bald.
Steven the same. I ain't got no tape either, bro. But if I did, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Trying teeth in me. Not kidding.
And Eddie and Buddha got the same type of haircut. Well, actually, Eddie's closer to Tony. Buddha's like that dude on Instagram. Those two white kids with the blonde hair, with their hairs out like that, and they're like this. And then you see the parents, the husband and wife come behind. He's got bananas on his head, and he's like, "That's Buddha's haircut."
What the hell?
Buddha's got the banana haircut.
Damn straight. Nah, but if Joey B is still in here, you guys, he actually told me that well, a lot of the new people that I took to Coachella this year really loved the whole car camping thing and just being around other drivers and talking to other people and getting cash, getting rides, getting money. It was a good experience. Now they know how it is, right? So now they're gonna upgrade their thing. Like Steven was showing everybody his Tesla mattress, and even my dad was like, "Dang, that looks way better than what any of us got right now." It's Teslas are really good for camping in, man. Even though it may be small or whatever, but hey, it's if you're under 6'2", you're fine. And yeah, like see, it was cool. Can't wait till next year. Everybody is telling me they can't wait till next year and do it all over again.
Hey, I gotta head out, guys.
All
right, Tony.
All right, Big
Nice talking
Tony.
to you, boss.
Appreciate you
the
being
beard
here,
classy.
buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Be easy, brother. Don't pay me no attention.
Don't pay me no attention. On other news, Steven said that he'll post a video if I post a video, and I posted 2. So
Oh,
now he
all
has to
right.
post.
Okay. All right.
Now he has to post 2 videos
Okay.
in Hind Things. It could be on either channel of his. It could be on either channel. But he said, "Oh, once you post." So I posted twice.
All right. Yeah, I'll post.
You gotta go do it. You gotta
Yep.
go do it, bro.
Yep. Nope. I owe you a video. You're right. You are right. All right.
That Matters mattress. Steven mattress is a game changer.
Hey, you got to be comfortable and make it feel like home while you're away from home.
You seen how Ricky Rax had it set up in the Pole Star?
Nah.
He had a big iPad, a 12.9-inch iPad, and was watching anime on the big, like a TV, and he was just kicking back right there in the thing, laying down. Like, I was like, damn, homie is really cozy up in there. If you guys don't know how it looked, you guys could go check up on my YouTube channel. On the first part, I think it's the first one, of the video that I posted, you'll see his setup there too. It's really crazy. Oh, Melvin joined. What's up, Melvin?
Yeah, no.
My San Antonio homie.
This is my big screen right here. Here's my big screen.
I wonder what else you do
Can't
on
get
there.
any better than that.
What else are you doing there?
All I use it for is for my trading, and then at night what I do is I just watch, a couple of Amazon videos.
Some Hustling Buddha YouTube videos. No, I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I go through all my YouTube, my training, my day trading. I review my charts. I do everything on it. It's because it puts a big, humongous screen like right in front of me, and then I can resize it. So I can get it from 100-inch down to 50-inch, like really small. So, and I can have the 2 screens. So, it's been working out. I can use it in the car.
I always wondered, Eddie, if you think that the Apple Vision Pro would be worth it for something like that, where you can just put on the headset and just.
So it would be, but the damn thing is heavy. So, and they have to reduce the price. I mean, these are only like these are 300 compared to the Vision Pros, which are like 3,000. I mean, I know they brought the price down. But I used to day trade. I used to day trade with my Oculus too, and it was good. It was good, but I have no attachment to it, like a mouse or something like that. That's what I really needed. I had to deal with the controller, and that really sucked.
Yeah, see, like the Apple Vision Pro, yeah, it may be a little expensive, but you don't have no controllers or your hands. You could literally just be like, move everything with your fingers, tips, and all that, and you could like.
Yeah, but it's very sensitive too. So that's what I was having the issue. That's why I needed the mouse. I was using my Oculus to be able to do that. Now I was able to trade. Don't get me wrong, I was able to trade, but the remote was so sensitive that I couldn't, I couldn't react fast enough. So I just went with these goggles, with these glasses, and then I just connected the mouse to my phone, and that's how I use it. Oh, dude, it's been freaking awesome. So
and
awesome.
how's the market's been treating you though, bro? You haven't. I don't think you posted a video about trading, have you?
No, I was back in the beginning, and I'm gonna end up probably doing it sooner or later. But I've been doing it with the glass. I'm getting used to the glasses, but it's hard to. I don't know how to record, so you can see the chart, but at the same time watch me with the glasses on. I don't know.
Those are what, the Ray-Bans or what?
So what?
Those are the Ray-Ban sunglasses, recording
No, not the
glasses.
Ray-Ban sucks. They're called X-Real glasses.
Really? Okay.
Oh, dude, I would love to have
Yeah, so
the Ray-Ban
X-Real.
Metas.
Yeah, but the
They're
Ray-Ban Metas are very limited what they can do.
Or the
These, when they connect
Snapchat
to your phone,
spectacles.
what it does, it decks into your glasses, and now you have a big screen in front of you.
Yeah,
That
see.
makes sense.
Like right now, I would have been like, but I don't know. It looks weird. I seen a guy the other day on a one wheel, like the one that you have, but he has this big old Apple Vision Pro on him. It's
Mm-hmm.
going like this all over Santa Monica
Listen,
Boulevard.
but the Vision Pros, what they do is they make augmented reality of everything around you.
Right.
These don't do that. These definitely don't do that. This just put a TV in front of you. That's it.
I mean, for the price, he
You
can't
know, it
say
floats
no
them in
to
the
that,
air.
right? For the price, he can't say no. I mean,
Exactly.
$3,500
Yeah, it's
compared to
$300.
$300. It's
The Vision Pro is the Vision Pro still running for like $3,000? I haven't
3,500.
changed the price on it. Yeah,
3,500.
3,500.
And with Daddy,
So yeah,
with Daddy
it's
Orange
that
Man,
the
you go
Oculus,
higher.
Not much.
but that's how I'll be doing my trading. But the reason why I'll be doing my trading that way is because I gotta drive. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't drive in the mornings. So I got to make a choice between drive or trade. So that's why I bought the glasses, so I can drive and I can trade.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean I have to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so
got-
I can
Oh, I was
I
about
go
to
out
say,
on the
dude,
road,
what?
but I'm trading too.
Eddie, you're giving me a great idea.
Listen, bro, I
So
can't even lie to you, bro. I am so ready to jump on what he's got, but you know.
I can't be like how do I do this? I didn't know how to do it. You know, I need to drive. I need to drive because that's my main source of income. But
Yeah.
I need to trade also. So I got to give
Yep.
one for the other, and I was like, well, I can't. So how do I work with it? So I take my trading with me instead of bringing a laptop. What I do is I do it right from my phone. It's been pretty good lately. It's been working out just fine. I just got to get used to it. I'll be the first one anyway to do it if I actually do start recording it.
Man, that's a great idea,
It'd be
Eddie.
so awesome.
Because,
How do you trade? From my phone.
I'm
dude.
missing.
Well, for my
I'm
glasses,
missing
actually.
out because of work. Sometimes the hours that I've been putting in at the dealership, man. But that's a good idea, Eddie. I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Hey,
It saves you from
Melvin.
bringing a big ass screen or a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so that's what I do. I bring the glasses to it, and it works freaking amazing. I have absolutely zero complaints.
Yo,
There you
Eddie,
go.
they're telling you. Paul C wants to know the name of your glasses, bud.
X-Real.
X-Real glasses. Look, yo,
Yeah,
Steven,
X-Real glasses.
you see Michael's comment?
Let me see.
Hey, what's the battery life on those, Eddie?
It runs off your phone.
Completely off your phone. So as long as
So,
your phone's charged, you can keep going all day.
As long as your phone is charged, then you're good to go. But it eats up your phone. It eats up your phone battery. So
Of course. The legend.
Hold on, time out. Hold on, time out. Sergio, Buddha is running the show, so if he doesn't introduce you, you aren't officially here. That's all I'm saying.
I was about to introduce him right now. I was gonna introduce him as Hala Madrid.
Vinny jumped the gun already. Vinny jumped the gun already.
I am committing suicide today.
Why I got to be the guy to jump the gun? What? Oh my god!
Didn't even
It had to be
Buddha a
somebody.
chance to say
Yo,
anything.
guys, the man, the other OG in the Rideshare game. We got our boy Sergio in the panel tonight, which he told told us on Twitter that he was gonna join tonight,
Oh, did
which he actually did. So welcome to the shit show.
Thank you, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Well,
How's everyone?
Doing all
Chilling,
right.
chilling.
What's going on, Bubba?
Good.
Yo,
Right.
Sergio.
What do you have there, Sergio?
The what?
He said, "What
What
news
do you
coming
have
from?"
for us, Sergio?
News? No, I have no news. I'm just here to listen.
He has a he
I haven't
has
joined
an
you guys
NDA.
for a while, so I go, okay. Because I had a full day today, so I came here to relax.
Yeah, that's what's
Well,
up.
come and relax, and let's talk about that Copa El Rey with La Nina Mal, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that good. I don't know if you've seen it. You seen it or you didn't see it?
Well,
It was a really good
I
game.
watched the game in shock, sadness, happiness, and horror squeezed in 90 minutes yesterday.
Wow.
And at the end, actually, TV is lucky it's not broken. But me and my son were like, I don't know, with so many different emotions were filled in that 90 minutes, from super highs to devastating lows at the end. But for all you who are not interested in actual football, which is called soccer in the United States, Real Madrid was playing.
Here we go.
Barcelona was playing to go to the finals of the Champions League against Inter.
Okay.
They got
Which
smacked.
which are a bunch of retired folks at Inter, almost, it looks like. But anyway, and they had the lead in the 90th minute. Couldn't hang on for 3 more minutes in an extra time, and Inter scored, went to overtime, and they scored another one in overtime, and they're going to the final instead of Barcelona.
4-3, guys. 4-3.
Devastating.
That's a devastating blow.
I
La
blame the
Nina
coach.
Mal couldn't do nothing, man.
I blame the coach.
The coach?
It's always the coach. It's always the coach's fault.
It's always the coach.
Because if you're going to Champions League final and you're in the 90th minute, the game's 90 usually for people who don't know football, soccer. There is always injury time that added at the end of the game, which was 5 minutes.
Added at the end of the game, correct?
Yeah, right. And now I'm not at their level coaching, obviously, but having coached literally all my life, if I'm up a goal and I have 5 minutes to kill, I will park the bus. I will pull all my 11 inside a tight box and tell the other team, well, you come and get it through this. As opposed to play like you played the whole game, wide open game. And I'm like, no. And they paid the price for it. So there you go.
Well,
they almost lost to Real Madrid, too. They almost lost it. But that goal at the end to make it 3-2 was crazy.
Yeah. Well, at least they're going to win the league again, which is okay. But then this was going to be amazing, going to the final of the Champions League. That's a big deal. I mean,
it really is.
But then one of my favorite players, who happens to be Armenian, was playing at Inter, Henrik Mkhitaryan. And so I was kind of rooting for him too. So it was kind of, whatever.
Yeah, my boy just put me onto that kid, La Nina Ma.
He's crazy, man.
He's like showing better improvement than what Messi was showing, apparently.
Yeah, he's the next superstar for sure if he doesn't get hurt. Yeah.
Him or Vinicius Jr.
Vinicius is older than him. This kid is 19 years old, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, but his value keeps going up. His stock keeps going up every game he plays. But the other thing was like the Inter goalie, they need to erect a statue of him in Italy because that fucker saved so many shots that I'm like, bro, you got to cat reflexes. For you all don't know, the goal, the soccer official goal is 10 yards wide, and the ball is coming at you at 90 miles an hour from a 25-yard out shot. This son of a bitch saved everything that was coming at him, and I'm going like, It looks like the ball's gone in the net. Then you see this hand flying. And I'm like, holy shit, man. But, yeah, they need to erect a statue in Italy. That's what they need to do. So, anyway, what's going on in the game, in the rideshare world? What's happening?
We're all trying to talking to other drivers,
David,
go ahead.
David Risher being sneaky as fuck. Again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again?
Okay.
I tell you that guy was no good. Remember I said that years ago. I tell you that guy was no good.
Well, did you guys read his letter to the shareholders?
Oh, what? I didn't read that.
No, I saw you guys talk about it last night, but I just, to be honest.
So we had this guest like about 8 months ago. He happened to be probably one of our most popular guests. His name is Cory Doctorow, and he invented the word called enshittification. And it went into the vocabulary. It went into the dictionary actually as the word of the year in 2023. Enshittification.
That is awesome.
It did. And then so we had him on. We usually have our guests on 20-30 minutes. This guy was on for an hour because he's a wonderful, amazing guest. Anyway, David Risher used his word enshittification in his letter and said all these platforms are getting enshittified because we all start at a peak and then they all fall off. And then he said, because of that, I figured when I took Lyft over, it was enshittified. And then I created this thing called Falcon mode. So he's been running Lyft in Falcon mode for the last 2 years. So I highly recommend Falcon mode for all of you.
Falcon mode, yeah. Falcon mode. Buddha, run your show, mode. Buddha.
More like fucking mode after that $1.30 trash that they sent.
Oh, we showed that yesterday.
You did?
Absolutely. Yep. Oh yeah, we did. We don't mess around. We showed that yesterday. That's why I confirmed with you is that for real, because I don't usually put things up that I don't know they're real. So we showed that.
Oh shit!
In fact,
enshittification.
Enshittification, yes.
Yeah,
amazing word.
Yep, also known as crapification.
There you go.
And platform decay is a pattern in which two-sided online products and services decline in quality over time.
Yep. That's the perfect word for rideshare, enshittification.
So what happened? You verified it, or?
No, I asked you if it was real, and you said it's real. So I trust you that it's real. So we interviewed Jeremy Bird about autonomous vehicles and what they're going to do, and how they're going to help the drivers, and blah blah blah. And Harry did the interview. I didn't do the interview because they go like, well, we want Harry to do the interview. I go, okay, fine. Anyway, so he did the interview and he was saying that there's going to be wonderful opportunities for rideshare drivers. They can create their own autonomous fleets and make money while they're sleeping. So after I listened to that garbage, I wrote him an email. I said, Jeremy, riders are broke. I mean, drivers are broke. I go, what fleet are you goddamn talking about? And then I attached actually your $1.30 trip as a screenshot.
Yeah.
I said, how about them apples? How many autonomous vehicle fleets can I buy with that $1.30, Jeremy? He didn't respond. So I guess we burned that bridge too now.
It went viral, dude. Lucky went viral. Man. What's the name? Everybody was talking about it, and then I think Chris, your co-host on Show Me the Money Club, even puts photoshopped it to say, "Oh, now you owe us $1.30 for taking the drive."
Yeah, I saw that. We didn't put that up because I was like, should we put that up as a joke or whatever? But no.
The funny.
Yeah, we put that up when we were talking about enshittification.
But the funny thing is, there's people that don't realize because they don't do their math. Yeah. They don't realize that they're literally paying to do rides for these apps.
Well, to be perfectly honest, though, even if you took that trip under Prop 22 would have paid you $5. 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah,
basically
but,
giving him your money for welfare.
So you're getting paid the charity money. You're not actually getting paid.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that I'm obviously the algo would have adjusted that anyway. But what I'm saying is that so $5, they paid you $1.30 now. It's like buy now, pay later bullshit. So you give him the $3.70 in the loan, an interest-free loan to Lyft for 2 weeks. I'm going like, what kind of bullshit is that?
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But
What
see,
about if
this
he-
is the thing. The thing about Pro 22 is what a lot of people don't get is that they'll give you that shitty ride and then they'll hit you nothing with bangers to the point where you don't get shit.
Exactly.
And now you're like, well, it took the hit on that, but hey, they give me a lot more over here. And then it's
Well,
like
the algo adjusts and to bring you to the level that you don't get topped off. That's what they do.
exactly, yeah, exactly.
So, Eddie, you're in Austin, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
Still, okay. What do you say about Dara's? Because we're gonna talk about that a little bit next week. But he was boasting that the 100 Waymos that are in Austin are busier than 99% of the drivers in Austin. There was an article that came out like that. Actually, you know what? I have the screenshot. Let me see.
I was talking to that about earlier. Remember?
Okay,
Vinny?
so this is the article. He says right there. He goes, Business Insider, Uber CEO says Waymo robotaxis on its app in Austin are busier than 99% of human drivers. That's that. And I'm going, so are you feeling any difference in demand, or because I'm pretty sure Uber app is sending the best trips to Waymo. You know, I don't know if they're allowed to go to the airport yet on Waymo in Austin.
I've seen them being tested at the airport, but there's always a driver in it.
Yeah. So, but then
sooner or later.
So as a rider, if you do order a trip in Austin, by the way, Uber, you don't have to specifically order a Waymo. Uber app will automatically send you a Waymo if they think that's the best thing to do at that moment. So,
That's insane.
so they have a sweetheart deal between Waymo and Uber that Uber takes a huge cut of that until Waymo tells Uber to go fuck themselves. Because Waymo doesn't need Uber needs Waymo. But until that deal is over, supposedly they're busier than 99% of the drivers, human drivers. There you go. Throw you under the bus.
I have seen a lot of Waymos here in Austin. Now, Austin is it's college kids, so college they don't care. College kids will take anything.
Well, there's 100 cars. There's only 100 Waymos so far in Austin.
So, but I've seen them, but the majority of the time they're downtown. You know, they're downtown. They're staying around downtown. Yeah, short trips. Correct. Now, when it's been busier lately, but I'm gonna go with I'm gonna guess with the reason why it's getting busier is because they've been coming down on a lot of the illegal accounts. Ever since that, a lot of Waymos have been showing up. Now we have I just saw a VW, the VW one that you actually mentioned that was coming out in Cali. I already seen one here in Austin, so those are also here too. Okay, they already tested them out.
Yeah, because I wanted to.
It has gotten busier for me. It has gotten busier for me, but not to the point where it used to be.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering.
Waymo is pretty active, and it looks like their headquarters, where they have all the Waymos, is right across the street from a Tesla shop. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I was going to talk to a driver from Austin about if it's affecting, their demand or whatever. Supposedly they're running like 95% utilization, and they're doing about 170 to 250 trips a week. Each Waymo is. And
that is a lot of trips.
Well, I mean, if they're doing all the garbage $3 trips, let them do it.
Well,
That's what I'm thinking.
really, that's that. Well,
But
That's
for
what I'm
some
thinking they're
drivers,
doing.
for some drivers, surge short trips is the bread and butter, right? So that's the ones they want to do, right? So I don't know.
But the thing
It
is,
doesn't-
if that's what they're doing,
it
I don't know
doesn't
how
solve
long
the
they can
problem.
keep that up for.
Well, they can keep it up. Well, they can do it. First of all, they can drive for 22 hours, 2 hours for charging and cleaning. You know, a driver can only drive for 10 or 12, right? Legally. So they have no limit. They can keep pumping trips for 24 hours a day, literally.
Just like what Elon said, a car, or a computer doesn't get tired.
Yep.
You know.
Well, that's why it's safer. I believe they are safer for sure. But you know.
No, I know last time when they were having the cruise cars here, you know, eventually once people got used to the cruise cars, you know, people were going and they were basically fornicating inside the cars and
Yeah,
leaving
that's gonna happen.
sticky seats, you know.
Yeah.
Sticky seats.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
See
But
that.
you know, Uber is going all out. Everybody's going all out on these.
But again, remember how they keep going, like you can't go cheap on the rides, because if you go too cheap on the rides, you get that client that's really cheap and destroys everything, you know, they sit on. So,
Right.
and that's why, like for me as a driver, my rides can't get too cheap, because that's when it starts getting really skeptical. You know, I get the client in the car, he's high on something, or he's sweating because he's got a luggage, or he's talking in the back seat that, you know, that he's going somewhere to pick up drugs, and he's speaking out loud, and then next thing you know, you're dropping him off. He's like, "Oh, wait for me. You know, I'm just gonna go in and get something really quick." Me knowing that he's about to go pick up drugs and all that stuff. Those are cheap rides that I usually get. That's why I don't go down to X anymore.
Okay. Yeah. I think there's one thing that Waymos are doing in cities like Austin, LA, San Francisco, or whatever, that you know, with us humans, you know, on comfort is 10 minutes to wait and to get a cancellation fee, and 7 minutes, I think, is on X. First 2 minutes being free. Waymos don't wait for you. 1 second past 5 minutes, they leave.
What?
So why don't rideshare companies take a page from that?
Oh.
You know, yeah, 5 minutes, and then 2 minutes. 2 minutes if you have a 2 minutes if you have a stop. So they leave. They literally leave. So I mean, well, their advantage also is not getting tickets. They're not getting ticketed for double parking and all that shit, like pulling up in the middle of the road somewhere or whatever. That's their advantage. So maybe Uber and Lyft should learn and cut the wait time to 5 minutes, like Waymos do.
Well, I would assume though the Waymos they can't, just because we were talking about this earlier. Like you just can't. There's certain places you just can't stop in the middle of the street and pick somebody up.
You know,
You can't
out of all
drop a pin
people,
in the middle of the highway. You know.
Out of all people, Harry had a video that he put up that I tweeted out. He was in Beverly Hills somewhere, Rodeo Drive, and there were 2 Waymos that completely blocked Rodeo Drive, and they just stop. Like sometimes, just stop, and they go. Nobody knows why, and then or they pull over. Initially, when I first took a Waymo a year ago, they wouldn't break the law. Like they wouldn't pick you up like a rideshare driver would double park or at a fire hydrant or at a bus stop, because it was all coded in. Now they're all stopping anywhere, like double park or red curb, whatever. They're doing it. So I guess the coders go, well, Uber drivers are doing it. Why don't we do it?
Wow.
There was an issue here with the Waymo
What did
stopped
Denise
on
say? Where our
on
own
the
worst
highway
enemy?
on a major road.
Yeah, well, they do goofy things once in a while, but the last one I took was during Curbivore, and man, I'm telling you, they drive nice. I mean, they're aggressive too. They're not like this grandma style driving. They're just going.
Bro, I seen. If you're familiar with downtown LA, there's an intersection where it's always a red turn signal,
Yeah.
and like a red arrow and a green arrow and a yellow arrow. But usually everybody just runs that stupid arrow.
Yeah.
Even if it's red, they'll still take it, right? To go to the freeway onto the 101.
Yeah.
Well, the Waymos are copying everybody else, dog. They're
Yeah.
just through the red light. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, they're learning. They learn fast. And
The thing about the FSD, right? Because that's what you can compare it to, right? I do it sometimes with passengers, but
yeah.
I don't tell them to the end. And I tell them, hey, how did you like to drive or whatever? They're like, oh, it was really smooth. You're a good driver. I'm like, okay, just so you know that the car drove itself from,
Yeah.
because I have the thing where I did the stupidest thing. I put in my Uber app and the navigation to from Uber to my Tesla, right? So when you have it in full FSD, it acts like a Waymo. So I accept the ride. It automatically puts into the map, and then with FSD will know. Okay, now we're going this way. It'll automatically FSD to the location.
Yeah.
So the whole trip, I did like 4 or 5 rides in Manhattan Beach. If you guys don't know, Manhattan Beach is right below El Segundo, LAX area,
Yeah.
and you know it was doing all those trips real nice. Every trip, like I did those 4 or 5 trips in with no hands on the wheel, and the car was doing everything just fine. And then it almost felt like I didn't have to do nothing. Yeah, it was taking the shitty rides, you know, the $5-6 ones, you know, down just in that area. But you know, it does everything by itself. But FSD does have its limitations too, because if you look down or if you look slightly to the rear view mirror or the mirror side view mirror, it'll like beep at you like crazy, like dee 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 dee
Yeah. Do they
dee
put you in
dee.
a timeout
Like,
or something, right? If you do it too many times, they put you in a
yeah,
timeout.
yeah, and that's not worth it because if it blocks you out for a week. So
Wow.
so if you're paying
Oh.
$100, right? If you're paying $100 a month,
Yeah.
let's say you get the strike on the first week. You
Yeah.
gotta wait till next week. So you lost the whole 7 days. And then let's say you just turn it on and then automatically, sometimes it'll automatically, after 2 or 1 little instance, boom, it'll give you again. So now you're blocked the whole another week. So now you didn't pay that $3. You're paying what for FSD, maybe a week or a day.
Yeah.
So at that point, it don't make sense to have FSD because
Talk about
it's really
Big Brother
sensitive.
watching you. Wow. Shit. Yeah, I think in LA you can add the stops to Waymo. Yeah. Not everywhere, but in San Francisco I think you can as well.
I was telling Silver Fox and some others that we should all just take a Waymo because I have the app. I'm like, let's all see if it takes us from downtown Santa Monica all the way to downtown LA.
It does.
And bro, and it's cheaper than Uber sometimes.
Well, when Chris was here from Buffalo for Curbivore,
Yeah,
we were having the first day he was here. The next day was Curbivore, but I took him around LA, took him to Santa Monica, having lunch and whatever.
yeah.
And so we were eating lunch, and I've taken maybe 6 or 7 Waymos. And I priced the trip on Uber from exactly what you said, downtown Santa Monica to downtown LA to his hotel because he was staying in downtown.
Okay, yeah.
Uber was like $73 or something. It was maybe 2:30 in the afternoon. And Waymo was like 42, 41, 42. Now, the difference is, though, the Uber probably would get there faster because they're allowed. Obviously, your driver would take the freeway. Waymo cannot get on the freeway, so that trip from Santa Monica to downtown LA would have probably taken you surface streets an hour and a half, probably. So, but it was still like 30-40% cheaper.
Yeah, I think they could now, right? Can't they?
No, they can't. They can't get on the freeway yet. No.
Okay, because I seen a few Waymos on the I-10 down near downtown.
Maybe they're
LA.
testing, but they cannot do commercial trips on the freeway yet. So
Interesting. Yeah,
but
because
they widened the geofence though. Now they can go from West Hollywood all the way to
Inglewood.
all the way
Yep.
to Santa Monica, all the way past downtown. So they widened the area
Yep.
quite a bit. Maybe there's 250, 300 Waymos in LA now. So
Yeah, well,
What? How many?
about 250, 300.
Damn.
But LA is much different than Austin and San Francisco.
Yeah.
They're it's much more spread apart. So
and that's the thing though
That's,
too.
they kept adding the Waymos right through time.
yeah, they added. In fact, the factories in Arizona. Literally, what they do is they build one, put all the shit on the Jaguar or whatever car they're going to put out. The damn thing drives itself out and starts giving trips.
Almost like what the Teslas are doing, right? They're coming out of the factories and they're parking themselves through unsupervised FSD.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Well,
now it would be crazy to like put them on top. What is that?
Anyway, so all right. So, are you all still driving? You are,
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, we're still driving.
Oh, let's take a poll. So, Vinny, how's things in Florida?
Uh-oh.
Vinny?
Uh-oh.
Vinny,
Now we can hear you.
We can't hear you.
Because I turned my thing off. Sorry, but
Okay.
guys.
So how are things in Florida?
Unfair to ask me because I'm not driving on Comfort or X. I've only been driving on Premier, and for me, you know, I mean, I'm doing what I do every week. You know, I'm cracking $1,000 every week. But I will say this: F1 just happened over the weekend. That signifies the end of our season for us in this market. Colleges are done now.
Yeah.
So now is when I expect things to really, you know, grind to a halt for the next 4 months.
Yeah, Trent was saying the same thing. All his people went back to New York or wherever they're going.
Yep.
Steven, are you still driving a lot or no?
Oh yeah, driving a lot, putting money to the side, trying to get out from underneath the debt of the car and everything. So I've been switching up my strategy in order to incorporate like the mornings and whatnot. Yeah. And that's been working for me. I'm not really sure when our colleges let out. I'm assuming it's within the next couple of weeks, right?
3 weeks, yeah. We got 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're 3 weeks behind Vinny's school.
Yeah, but then tourist season will start here. If I don't know, we'll see.
Well, I mean, I remember before when tourist season came in, you know, Santa Monica would be a lot more busy with the tourists and whatnot. Yeah. Now it seems like, at least in the last few years for me, it seems like it hasn't been as active. But what I do notice is that there's the trips for those people that are coming from Anaheim over here to Universal Studios and whatnot. So you know, I'm gonna be prepared for it. We'll see what comes out of it. Now that Lyft is removing the Model Y from black, I don't know really what that's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still doable. So Buddha, I know, is doing his thing, and Inland Empire are out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you come into the city every day?
All the time, boss.
All the time? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, dude. I mean, from Victorville to those long trips to LA, you know, LA to Orange County to San Diego, back.
How many miles do you have on that thing now?
114,000 miles.
Ooh.
Oh, you're about to catch up to me.
Damn, bro, I'm about to catch you. You only got 10,000 more on yours than I got on mine.
114,000 miles in how many? It was a year and a half?
Since August 2023.
Year and a half, almost, year and 3/4.
Man,
wow, shit, man, that's a lot. It's a lot of miles.
But see, the thing that I loved about this Tesla is that no maintenance, bro.
So far,
it's really just get in. Well, obviously you got the tires, right? Then you got You know, you
Every
can
car's
never
got
prepare.
tires.
You can,
But every
Yep.
wait. Every car's got tires. You can't count
yeah.
tires.
Yeah.
Then you got the usual things that happen day to day. You know, like
Yeah.
my car got hit. You know, you got a person's tire popping off of its wheel and hitting my car on the 405.
Yeah.
You get a cracked rim here and there, like little shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
but you know, the more miles you put, the more time you're on Uber and Lyft, the more shit happens on the
Yeah.
road.
Well, law of
You know?
averages, my man.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep.
overall, the car's been chilling. You know, everybody talks about battery degradation on Teslas, and
Yeah.
you know, I put all the tests and says my battery's still healthy after 100,000 miles, and
Okay.
you know, yeah, it's not getting me the 300 miles plus that I was getting when I got it brand new with 0 miles, but
Yeah.
you know, full tank or full charge and still getting 280.
Okay.
It's not
It's not
bad.
that
That's
bad.
where I'm at.
So
I'm checking mine now. That's where I'm at. Go ahead, Buddha. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
and you know, I talked to a bunch of people that work at Tesla, develop like the people who mess around with the battery technicians, and they're like, dude, sometimes these cars, you know, yeah, it may be scary that you're seeing your battery go down and down, but it's gonna, what Teslas and the new technology that they have is that they're just gonna plateau, bro. They're
Yeah.
gonna plateau for a while, and then it's gonna degrade, but plateau, keep on plateauing and degrading. And you know, if my battery's over 80%, you know, what is it called?
Degraded.
Battery health.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it's still good. You're like,
Okay.
because we can replace your battery if it goes under the 80%. I think the health. And he's like, dude, you're solid. Your car is
Okay.
pretty solid for 100,000 miles.
Melvin, you went to W2 now, right? Back to W2 or something?
I am doing a W2 occasionally. I still drive.
Occasionally, you still drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys know the Tony, the driven dad, went to a W2 as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he was here
He
tonight.
just
Oh,
left.
He was here earlier.
Oh, he was here? Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Right.
There's a lot of people, Sergio. There's a lot of people that are Omar. You know, Omar, who I haven't spoken to in a minute, but you know, he's
Oh, yeah. What
W2.
happened with him? He went to a W2?
He got yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
He talks his shit. He talks his shit in the Discord.
Yeah, but you know,
Okay.
a lot of guys are going that route. A lot of drivers are going that route.
Yeah, I mean,
They
it's
just
not
can't
sustainable. It's not. You got to put food on the table, man. You got to do what you got to do. You know,
at the end
there's
of the
no
day.
shame in going to a W2. I mean, I don't know. People think like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I mean,
No, it's not a bad thing.
so Eddie, you're still doing your driving and trading. I heard you're doing it with your glasses or whatever. What is that? What are you doing with that?
yeah.
How do you do
Yes.
that?
So,
I can hardly trade looking at the screen.
I
I
know.
have I had to do something, so I got these. We were talking about it earlier. These X-ray glasses,
hmm
which puts a big ass screen in front of me, so this way I'm not staring at my phone.
Okay. Are you still
But
trading for a prop firm or are you trading with your own money?
yeah, prop firm.
How's that going?
That's been going pretty good actually. Me stop blowing accounts, so
Okay.
Yep.
it's been working out.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
You know.
Cool. Are you withdrawing money? You're making some money?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Who you with? Who you with? Apex or who you with?
No, my from the futures.
Okay. Yeah, there's so many out there. I don't know, like,
Apex
Yeah,
is
my
tough,
from the
man.
futures, Apex. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
trade
Apex
just-
is tough though.
you trade you just day trade futures? Is that what you do?
Yeah, correct. Just futures, MNQ and MES. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just the futures though, nothing else. No options, nothing else.
Yeah, nothing. I do have my my Weeble, which I used to play my options in there, but I got to keep switching back and forth.
Okay.
So I can just focus on one. I just stick to futures right now, and I just leave my Webull on long term.
Okay, cool. Cool. Accounting Tom. Accounting Tom is an accounting. Is he in accounting? Is that why he's accounting Tom?
I am in accounting.
There you go. You have we have a lot of people with W-2s here. Steven has a W-2.
Yep.
Accounting
And
Tom has
pizza
one.
delivery.
Melvin has one.
I might get one.
Oh yeah, you said you were depressed on the or something, whatever it was. You said something.
Oh my god.
Well, you said that on
Okay.
Twitter. I read Twitter. I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
popped up on my feed. I'm like,
that was for something else though.
I'll check on you. I said I'll join and check on Buddha. Let's see what he's doing.
I got an opportunity to work with my pops, driving box trucks.
Okay.
Cool. For $25 an hour.
Nothing wrong with that, bro. I mean, I think right here is the perfect side hustle. So there you go. That's it.
So, with benefits too, they give me benefits. They give me the 401, the whole shebang offered day one.
Can't beat that shit, bro. Can't beat that.
And I'll be driving still. So I'll be driving, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes and where that goes.
Cool to catch up with you.
It's getting, because we talk to drivers every day. Me and Steven, we talk to drivers from all over New York City down to everywhere out here. And out here, man, to hit $200 is getting tough and tough.
Yeah.
We do metrics who could hit $200 fast, and fuck, dude, it's tough.
$200, I know.
Is a dime down during the middle of the day or what?
You can't have $1.30 trips to put 200 together, right?
bro, so many people hit me up on the DMs like, dude, is that real? Dude, they're like cussing out Lyft and Uber. They're like, dude, you should add FBI, you should add FTC about this. I'm like, that's cares. What y'all supposed to do. Y'all supposed to repost and do all of that jazz. I don't know. I'm just putting the thing there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody cares about that, but yeah.
A lot of people were pissed. They're like, what, $1.30?
Yeah. I mean, look, man, in LA, what can you buy for $1.30? Not even, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Bro,
you can't even get Jack in the Box. Bro, you can't even get Jack in the Box tacos for $1.30.
You can get a 99-cent chicken sandwich.
Not even that, bro. Chicken sandwich is $3 now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen the cost? Have you seen the cost of a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola lately?
Yeah, $2.80 something or some ridiculous thing.
$1.60 for a 12-ounce can of Coke.
The bottles are like $2.85 or something.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like,
but the can of Coke,
is
$1.60. That used to be $1. For like 20 years, it was $1. Unbelievable.
Well, there was this tweet that had a screenshot on it. It said it compared McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, and one more, like 5 years ago, and today's prices. Just 5 years, not like 20 years or whatever. It's like 60%, 70% more.
Higher.
In and out. So,
this is where the fuckery starts. So like where I live in Victorville, it's very, not that too developed like out here. And there's a specific restaurant, a fast food restaurant, and they charge triple the price because it's on the 395, that highway 395, and it's the only one on that fucking like highway.
Supply and demand.
But if you go down the block to another one in Victorville, it's normal pricing. Just that everything in that corner is triple the price because why not?
Location.
Supply and demand.
I'm sitting here and I'm going over my Amazon stuff. You guys know I do Amazon influence stuff,
right?
And I'm looking at items that are, that get purchased. You get a percentage. I can't show you the thing; it's against Amazon's policy. But if somebody buys something that I made a video on, I get a small percentage. earn our commission, right? And so I'm looking at the items that are getting these are items that would come from overseas that are not manufactured here. Like the Ansel 8310, it's everybody knows what an OBD scanner is, right?
Yeah.
That scanner is the one that reads the code. You plug it into the car, the OBD, the little slot underneath. Well, not for the EVs, but anyway, I sell a shit ton of those. I did a big video on those things on Amazon. I sell a shit ton of them. I got 6 of them from 6 different people that have gone back in the last 3 days, where Amazon's returned their money. They've refunded their money, which means they're not getting into the country.
Oh,
Wow.
My Amazon earnings on average, I do about $8 or $9 a day, right? It's as of May 6th, I've only done $12 for the month.
wow.
Big difference.
Well, there's going to be a
difference.
lag. I mean, there's definitely going to be a lag in this tariff thing. That's going to what's coming in, what's not coming in, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yep. Huge. I got to reach out to Richie Hustles. I got to see if he's getting his ass kicked a little bit because he does a lot more than I do. I mean, he's embraced the whole Amazon thing, and I haven't talked to him in a minute, so I need to reach out and see how he's doing.
Well, LA has one of the bigger ports, and they're saying,
you guys got the biggest port, don't you? You guys in LA and Long Beach?
I think Galveston, Texas, I think is the biggest one. Because I don't know. I heard. I don't know. It's pretty big. It's probably top 3, let's say, in the country, and they're like empty. They're saying like there's nothing coming in.
Yep. But if you look at Japan, at China's ports, it's filled with boats. It's because they have the turning around. Yep.
Yeah.
We're not taking
Usually
the products.
when they come, they go full and they go back somehow, supposedly, but they're all going back empty, supposedly. I don't know.
Well, you know how that is, bro. Listen, I don't have a problem with anything that's going on because, at some point you got to rip the Band-Aid off and try to fix it. Now, whether it works or not, the way he's trying to do it, time will only tell. But we do know this: the way they've been doing it, it ain't working.
I get
even
that.
if the way
I get that.
Even the way Trump is trying to do it, if that doesn't work, maybe they come and find a way that does make it work. That's about as apolitical as I can get with it.
I'm not opposed to what they're doing. I'm opposed to the speed and the scope of it. I think sledgehammer in a crystal cabinet is not the right idea. I'm not opposed to anything that they're doing otherwise. Definitely with the debt and the Doge and all that shit. Because I know my kid's future is fucked. But
well, I showed Buddha earlier, right? We did a thing where I went and I used Grok to find out what the actual debt was owed from each American in the country right now. Based on the
$20,000.
$108,000 is what it said. $108,000.
It's 120 now because we just surpassed 37 trillion. So
you see what I mean? So it's like
that includes
I get it, man.
That includes a 1-day-old child, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think people realize that, bro.
No.
Oh, I talk about that on my channel a couple times. People go like, bullshit, that's not true. I'm like, yeah, it is true.
100% it's true.
It is true.
I got 4
it's math, bro. Take 37 trillion divided by 350 million people. There you go.
And there you go. And there you go.
Yeah.
Then he was trying to inflate that bitch to 300,000, but
well, it's on its way, my man.
Well, we're getting there.
You'll probably get to see it, Buddha.
We're getting there. Yeah. But anyway, no, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
What I'm curious to see is, well, because Dara said that he felt like Uber was recession proof.
No, he said recession resistant, not proof.
Okay, well, recession okay, or whatever. He's selling his stock. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But if people lose their jobs and they turn to Uber, I just saw a video clip on Twitter. Some young lady. I should have reposted. I should have tagged y'all's asses in it. She went out. She joined. She's been running a little tight on money, so she decided to do Uber Eats.
Yeah.
She went out for the first time and recorded it. She did a TikTok on it.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
She made $7.48, and she's having a connection.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm just,
Well, I interviewed physics math professor, adjunct physics math professor from Chicago, who was an Uber driver. And, she said she can't get a job anywhere else. And she does it in summers. She likes it. But she goes, her Chicago driving, Uber and Lyft driving actually pays as much as her part-time job she gets as a professor.
No way.
Yes way. I have her numbers, and it's going to be on the channel. Yeah, I mean, she was like brilliant lady. I mean, fucking little physics professor. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Wait, Sergio, didn't you have a viewer one time who was like an actual doctor or some shit, and he does Uber and
We
Lyft?
have a lot of people who are professionals in other worlds, and they do it. And they run into a little rough spot. And look, I mean, still a way to create some sort of cash flow for yourself. It's the conditions are horrible.
It's like what I call, it's now money. It's now money. You can put your hands on it now. It's now money.
No, I mean, it's like you can turn the app on literally 24 hours a day. You will make something. Doesn't mean you're profitable. Doesn't mean anything else. You will have some cash that you didn't have the day before. That's about it. Doesn't mean anything else. So,
well, it is what it is. Mr. Dean said, bro, we've been ignoring our because this is it's Buddha's show.
All right, Buddha, put this.
I didn't even have my comments on.
Buddha's not keeping up with the comments. He's not keeping the conversation moving. He's not being animated. He's not.
There's only 2 comments.
Rubbing on the nipples. I mean, what are we doing here, Buddha? What are we doing here, Buddha?
Right.
Hey. First time, damn it.
There was a question. It said, can I scroll through I can't control the questions, right? Oh, I can't control the questions. It says, what is the LA commercial? What? What's the LA stipend for commercial account? It's $1
don't want to talk about it.
It's $1 per P3 mile, sir.
$1 per.
And is that available to everybody who wants to get commercial?
Everyone.
God damn it! Shut up.
You could be driving a 7-year-old Prius. You can get your commercial insurance and get $1.
Here we go.
What happened? Did I miss it? Did I miss something?
How long do you think that's gonna last, Sergio?
As long as Uber wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we don't get a lot of views on this chat, right?
48 cents in San Diego. So there you go.
Steven, you okay over there, buddy?
Huh? I'm not involved.
We are not involved in this conversation anymore.
Okay, never mind. I stepped into some shit. I don't know what happened.
No, look, there's certain people in certain markets that wanna expose and expose that's available, and they swear that they just keep talking about it. It's just gonna get everybody in it. So then as soon as when that happens, then Uber's gonna pull the plug, and it's like shut up.
You don't have control. Uber can.
Yeah, because bro, we're doing so much research right now. Me, Steven, Silverfox, and another buddy of ours, and we're doing this. We're doing a bunch of that, like just straight research, screenshots, and we're just trying to do our thing without telling nobody, because yes, it may be a good thing, but once everybody finds out, they're gonna just click.
Yep.
I still believe
Scotty Too Hottie. Hold on, I gotta give a shout out to Scotty Too Hottie. Coming through with the $9.99 super chat. We appreciate it. He says we don't need more Uber drivers. We need more burger flippers. Great show too. Well, hell, wait a minute. I thought in California that paid $20 an hour.
Yes, minimum.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, minimum wage for the restaurant workers.
I ain't even gonna bullshit you. If I was in LA, I'd be flipping burgers, bro. I wouldn't.
No, you're not. This is a conversation
that burger flipping motherfucker. I'll be a burger flipping motherfucker.
No, you ain't, bro. Trust.
Where you want me at? In and out?
No, burger flippers actually get more than 20. You just be like a cashier or some shit. Get $20.
Can I be the guy? Can I be the guy that stands at the door and says, "Welcome to McDonald's"?
I don't
Well,
think we have
Bro,
a.
they have AI now, dude. What are you
Those
talking
are all.
about?
Those are
And
all
you don't have to
replaced
wait
with
for Prop
kiosks
22.
now. There's
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
bro,
kiosks,
if you're
and
gonna
then
pay
soon
me
the
20
burger
to
arm.
$25,
Yeah.
if you're gonna pay me
Nah,
20 to
dude.
$25,
Just
I'll go put on the hair net. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'll put on the beard net and
so
flip them some
so I had this
bitches.
conversation. Yo,
And
Vinny.
I'll be live at the same time. Yo, look at me. I'm living it up. Oh yeah.
Yo,
Nah.
Vinny. Me and Kyle had this conversation over Twitter or no, over DMs that you can make 20
Wait a
bucks an
minute. Time
hour.
out.
Like,
Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. How do you have a conversation over a DM? You mean you texted each other over a DM? You didn't have a
yes, we
conversation.
texted
Okay,
over
just want to be
DM,
clarified.
me and Kyle, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said that, oh, with they're paying the fast food workers 20 bucks an hour, I'm gonna go flip burgers. And I was like, Kyle, me, you, and everybody in the world know you ain't gonna go flip burgers. You're gonna still do Uber and Lyft or do what you gotta do. You're not gonna flip burgers, trust me.
Yep.
Bro, if you're paying, that's 800 a week. If
You're
you're
not
getting
gonna
40
flip
hours.
burgers, bro. If that was the case,
Let me ask you. Whoa, whoa,
every
whoa. Let
Uber
me ask you.
ride that
Whoa,
you
whoa.
see,
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, go ahead, and then I'll go ahead and
yeah.
solve your
Let
problem.
me.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah, I
talk
want to
about
speak to this one.
$800 a week, if you're talking about
Uh-huh.
$20 an hour,
Uh-huh.
and Prop 22 is giving you rides that are just above
I
22
live in
bucks an
Florida. I
hour.
don't get Prop 20. I don't get Prop
Okay, you
22. I
don't
live
get
in
Prop
Florida.
22.
Neither do I.
Every ride will pay you over $20 an hour here doing this job, right? Uber and Lyft.
I get that now here. Okay.
Okay, exactly. So, are you gonna deal with all the bullshit of a job like that, right? Or are you gonna just shut up and drive and get money and get more than $800 a
But
week?
but
Buddha,
twenty
Buddha.
dollars
Here's the problem.
twenty
Here's the
dollars an
problem,
hour is
Buddha.
not profitable, Buddha. If you're
But
driving.
here's the problem, Buddha.
If you
Yeah,
go work
not
a
driving.
W
It's
two,
not.
you're not profitable either
Yeah,
because you
you
Whoa,
don't
whoa,
are.
own the
whoa,
damn
whoa,
thing.
whoa, 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 whoa. You
Boy.
certainly are profitable. You might not make enough money to cover your bills, but you
Bro,
damn sure more profitable than driving if both jobs are paying $20 an hour.
Yes.
Even
If you're in
after
a
taxes,
gas
you make
car,
more
then
money at the
probably
W two.
not.
bro, my year to
Huh?
date is already at $52,000, bro. What do you mean it's not profitable? Come on now.
Bro, but the thing is, you don't go to a W-2 to become profitable. You go to a W-2 because you're trying to work and get your pay,
Then why do
right?
you drive, Buddha?
A lot of
Get
people
paid.
drive Uber and Lyft because they have this thing where they're like, "Oh, dude, if I make over 70 cents a mile, I'm fucking in the books. I'm making bang." You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
No.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to take a drink on this one. Hold on.
Okay, accountant Tom is cracking up, so he's the
Yes,
accountant.
I
So there you
am.
go.
Bro,
Bro,
you
who
go
goes
to
to a
work.
W-2?
You go to
Yes,
work. You go to work to make money, correct?
you make money.
Correct.
Yes.
Now, how much does it cost you to go flip a burger?
I don't fucking know. $20 an hour, I guess.
How much does it cost you an hour when you're at work flipping a burger?
I don't know.
Zero.
Well, let me ask you a question. If your car is sitting in the parking lot, how much does it cost you to flip that burger?
Zero.
Okay, 0.
Now, if you're riding around through the drive-thru waiting for an Uber Eats order in that car, are you and you're making $20 an hour? How much is it costing you to make that $20 an hour?
20
A shit
bucks?
ton more than it is to flip there than it is to sit there and flip the
Bro,
fucking burger.
yes. But you're not gonna flip burgers, Vinny.
That's a good comment right
Bro,
there. That's
if
a
you
good
have a
Which
comment.
need
one?
that you gotta make money, you're gonna do whatever
Bro,
you gotta do.
if I go to a W-2, I'm gonna tell my coworker, "Hey, bro, are you profitable working here?" I don't know, dog. I just get my money and smoke weed and bounce. Nobody gives a
Okay, but
flying fuck
listen,
if you're profitable at a W-2.
listen. Let me ask you, all right, Buddha, let me ask you this question. Because see, and I do this on the other channel, right? If you ever watch the videos, you see every day I put my number up in the top of the screen, right?
Sure do.
Every fucking day. I put my number, and I know I do this the most expensive way you can do it. I get that. Okay. But let me ask you a question, Buddha. How much does your car cost you each day? You got 30 days in a month. How much does it cost your car payment and insurance payment and whatever other payment, your fixed cost, no matter what you got to pay? How much does that cost you a day?
Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do the math. Okay.
Let me get the calculator here.
You should have known that already.
You should have done that already, my man. After 114,000 miles.
Mine's $70 a day.
We want to include charging or no?
No,
you said your fixed cost.
Okay. Hold the fuck up. Relax, gentlemen.
Listen,
ladies.
Buddha Biden. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Him too. Let's go.
33 bucks a day.
How much?
33 bucks a day.
That's your car payment and your insurance payment.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah, that's $9.90 a month.
Okay, so $33 a day. So now, wait. So we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it $35 a day. Okay.
All right.
Now you're back at McDonald's and you're flipping burgers.
That's $1,000.
How much is that car costing you a day at $20 an hour you're working?
Same shit. No, yeah.
Okay. Now you're out driving. Now you're out driving, making $20 an hour. You work 8 hours. You get your $160 or whatever it is. Okay. But you're driving. Now, how much did your car cost you to work that day?
33 bucks.
No, it didn't cost you more than that because now you got to charge the motherfucker up.
Charging.
Okay.
Wait.
Hold on there, Chief.
Wait.
You know what? Let's get into
it. Let's get into it.
I don't care about depreciation. You putting your car on Uber and Lyft is already a depreciation asset.
And then
wait.
it's only worth
You didn't take out your taxes yet. You live in California. You get taxed, bro.
Exactly.
You got to pay your taxes. You got to pay your unemployment. You got to pay your income tax. You got to pay your state tax. You got to pay your Gavin Newsom tax. You got to pay your fucking car tax. You got to pay your electricity tax.
The tax on these nuts.
Yeah, well, if you can find them, then you got to tax them. I mean, that's just the way it is, bro.
All right, look. Okay, look. I also spent $775 on supercharging.
For the month?
Of April, because as you guys know, April is Coachella season, so I was never at home. And it was always supercharging.
I need to be, in order for me to be profitable, I need to be making between $30 and $40 an hour for me to be profitable. Now that doesn't mean I'm getting rich, but I got to make between $35, $40 an hour, bro. I can't anything less than that, and I'm spending fucking.
It's not profitable.
Yeah.
Now try to do that in a market that's flooded with Waymos, because they purposely dropped down those $3 and $4 rides because they know we're going to turn them down because Uber and Lyft been playing the long fucking game all along, tweaking us down. Then they take that data. Well, look, government, look, city of Boston, look, city of Atlanta, look, city of LA. We can't do business here because we can't get people to take these rides. So we need these cars in order to do this so that we can be profitable. And right away, you're a line item. I said this morning. You're nothing but a line item. I'm nothing but a line item to these companies. I'm a replaceable line item.
Yeah, of course.
Sergio, you know what I'd like to know, Sergio? When they do these earnings reports, you know what I'd really like to know from Uber and Lyft?
Okay.
How much did they pay out to drivers?
They
just
don't
just a number.
In aggregate, last quarter, Uber paid $18 billion to the drivers.
And what was it? And what was their intake?
11 billion revenue. So the way they figure revenue out is there's gross bookings minus driver outlay and a few other expenses is their revenue, and then from there they they deduct all
their fees,
employees and leases and insurances, whatever not, and then you come up with a net.
Right. So their gross earnings was how much?
gross bookings were 43 billion. That's
right. And
that's
drivers,
all. That's all the money
I
coming in.
know, I
Mm-hmm.
understand.
I'm just.
I understand. I know you are because you're a numbers guy. That's why
Bro,
I'm asking
Sergio's
you.
under
Well, I
NDA.
was up at 5 this morning listening to Dara on the earnings call. So
I didn't even bother with his ass.
Nope.
The
Yeah.
to me it's a song and dance again. But the point is
Yeah.
that 45 billion and they laid out 18 billion, you said, to drivers
Yeah,
worldwide.
18 billion went to drivers, which was an all-time record according to Dara.
Always.
How is that even possible when we're making less?
Well, that's because there is 7 million drivers now as opposed to 4. Because year over year, driver headcount is up 50%.
Is it really?
Is it? It is, yes. There's 6.4 million, 6.5 million drivers on the platform.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. We got to do another Scotty Too Hottie. Thank you again, Sir Scott. We do
Scotty is
appreciate
like,
you.
Scotty, what's happening?
Listen,
I mean,
when I get out there to California, I'm bringing a basket. I'm gonna go to Walmart and buy a basketball.
I mean, I don't get it, Scotty. You're in California. I'm in LA. You're in San Diego. I mean, we can meet around LAX somewhere one day. You know what I mean?
He was supposed to go to Curveball.
He
And
swore he was going.
Yeah, he swore. He's like, "Oh, guys, I'm not going to Coachella because I'm gonna go to this Curveball thing and meet up with Sergio and get drunk."
And he's
And then
would've
kind
been-
of find
that
out he
would've been
never
nice
went.
that was a good occasion to do so, for sure. Anyway, so back to the earnings, or what are we doing?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Uber's profitable. Right?
Uber's, they blew their earnings out. It was an amazing quarter, actually.
Yep. And they made actually less money than they thought, right?
No, the revenue was a little short, but the earnings were like a 40%.
Earnings were phenomenal. Right.
Yeah.
Earnings were what they were scheduled to come. The analysts had them at what, 53 cents, and they came in at
51
81
cents.
or,
They came at 81 cents.
I mean, at 81 cents. So that's phenomenal. Off the
Yeah.
backs of drivers, right?
Oh, of course.
Off the backs
Yeah,
of drivers, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, look. Uber is Uber. Uber's got to do what they got to do. I think we should just revert to that conversation that I think, which was know your costs, and if people knew their costs, their true cost of driving, they probably wouldn't be driving, but they're desperate enough to do so because it's cash flow. It's nothing more than that. It's not a business. It's not profitable. It's none of that. There's some for sure. There's some flexibility. For sure, there's some freedom. But most drivers have no clue that they're basically taking all the remaining equity out of their car
Absolutely.
to pay short-term bills, and they have nothing left at the end of the year with a car that has 100,000 extra miles on it and a bad back potentially. Let's talk about the physical, emotional and mental stress of driving as well. It's not that easy. And for what they're getting paid after their expenses, which most don't know, is definitely not worth doing at all.
Mhm.
At all.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there you go.
Scotty, don't send no more money, but yes, it's done, buddy. It's done. Somebody can verify it.
I verify. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Scotty. I'll shoot you a text maybe tomorrow, maybe next day.
Damn, now that I think about it. So it costed me to run.
See how we get things done? We get things done around here. You see how we do that?
So during the month of April, I had to make $60 a day just to cover my cost of charging and everything.
Yeah. You always got to know your cost, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's probably more with your depreciation. It's probably your depreciation is probably 10 cents a mile. So if you're driving 300 miles, that's another $30. You're probably about $80 to $100 a day expenses.
Yep.
Fucking A, bro.
I mean, I hope you're throwing some extra money to the principal of your car, dude, because if not, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, that's the goal, right? I mean, I'd be sending $1,000 payments.
So let me ask you. So think about this, and Buddha, Buddha, this ain't at you. This is just a general thought across the board, because one of the questions every rideshare channel gets asked is, what's the best car to drive Uber and Lyft? I say don't start driving Uber and Lyft at all, and don't worry about it. But with that being said, I always think about Kyle. Gig with it. I always think about Kyle with this, because he bought that first Tesla.
Yeah.
He drove his ass off, paid it off.
Yeah.
Right? And then got another one.
Yeah.
Right? And then he went from the Model 3 to Model Y or whatever. And then I believe he worked his ass off again and got that one paid off doing rideshare. But here's the question.
I don't know if he got the second one paid off. I don't think he's got the second one paid off.
All right, so let's just give it the first one. The first one he paid off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. If he came on the platform right now,
yeah,
would he be able to duplicate that fee in the same amount of time?
He would be able to. He would be able to if he drove 90 hours a week.
But what I'm saying is, but the way he did it then, he would not be able to do that now.
No.
And that's my point. That right there sums everything up that you need to know about rideshare long term.
Okay, so I have you guys know about my Iron Man in Boston, right? He cracks 3,000 week after week for the last 4 years in a row. And he drives a hybrid MKZ Lincoln, and he drives X and standard. He does the Comfort X standard, whatever. So I have his numbers. He sends me his numbers every week, and he's in Boston. Pretty decent market, actually.
Very good market. It's a very good market.
It's probably top 2-3 market outside New York, Boston. Probably
they got that. What they got that $32 thing they get to rely on.
Yeah, it's like 34, I think now. But the point I'm trying to make is that I have his numbers, and the only thing I look at it is his dollar is staying constant, about 2,900 to 3,200 every week, and his hours have gone up within the last 3 years. From 60 hours to like 80, 83 hours now.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
But he's still cranking it. He's still cranking it.
Sergio, is he 100% acceptance?
Huh?
He's not 100% acceptance rate either, is he?
No, he's not. He's like a high though. He's like high 80s, low 90s.
You think if I put a whole week into 90 hours, you think I could crank out a $3,000 day like that?
90 hours?
Like just like him. Just like
12
hours.
So let's say 12 hours a day. Max.
Yeah, 12 hours a day, yeah.
Hey, hold on. While you're thinking about that, Sergio, did y'all look at what Eddie put down there? Did y'all look at what Eddie put down there on his name?
No, what does he say? Let's see.
That's probably true.
Jesus. That is true. It's 100%.
I'm the reason
true.
why you all have Teslas.
I'm sorry, Sergio. I had to.
No. Let's see. 90 hours, $3,000. Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even know where to begin to try to put in 90 hours in my market.
And that's active time, right? No. I mean online. Yeah, online time.
Because if you're at 90% acceptance, your active is going to be 80. So it's like,
right.
I wouldn't even know where to begin to put in 90 hours down here. I'm dead serious about that.
Well, there's 168 hours a week. So.
But I wouldn't even know where to begin to put in 90 hours.
Well, you just drive, bro. You do split shift. You do split shift every day. You do 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then you do 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's your split shift every day.
Fuck me, man.
Hell and then you sleep 5 hours and get up and do it again the next day, and then again the next day.
Buddha, I got $5, bro. If you put in 90 hours next week, I'll give you $5.
Don't do it, Buddha. Well, but he has FSD though, so that's going to take a lot of
Lyft challenge right there. $5.
You know what? Hey, I tell you what, Sergio, you just hit on something I don't think a lot of people realize.
Oh, no. I talked to a lot of Uber drivers in LA who has Tesla FSD.
Bro,
I'm telling you, they go like, man, it goes like, I feel so much better. So
100%.
Yeah, like I did a ride today, Sergio. No, feeling. We're talking feeling, bro. Far from feeling all the way to downtown LA
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
without me touching the wheel, nothing, and I was just chilling with the music and not even focus on driving. And I got to LA, I was like, damn, I'm already in LA. What the fuck?
No, no, it makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Oh, look
don't
at.
even have self-driving on my car yet. I have never put it on. I keep threatening myself that I'm going to do it. So I'll do it this weekend. I'm going to do it for Steven. Steven's been on my ass about getting it done.
You have FSD and you have never
Right.
done it?
I've never done it. I don't have
Why?
FSD.
You
I don't have FSD.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I gotta buy. I gotta pay the $99, and I'm too cheap to fucking
The
do that
$99,
shit.
the $99
Well,
don't
me,
mean
I'm
nothing
too
if you
cheap to
get
do it.
blocked, man.
But-
Oh, you know,
but-
you will be addicted to it, I'm pretty sure. So.
But see now, god damn it, Sergio, you know, you and me, we're old, man.
Yeah,
know, we're
well,
older.
No, I'm telling you, because seriously, it takes so much pressure off. I'm telling you, you will go home so much fresher if you had FSD and did right there
I
with
was gonna
FSD.
say the big difference, the biggest difference between the Tesla Model Y and my Cadillac, okay, was when I put my Cadillac on cruise control. It had adaptive cruise control just like the Tesla.
Yeah,
just
it's not
cruise
FSD.
control.
It's not FSD.
No. Wait. Calm down there, Geronimo. Slow down, Turbo. I got you.
Okay.
The difference is when I'm not driving, when I'm in cruise control in the Tesla,
Yeah.
I already feel that relief.
Yeah. I have it in my
But
car.
when
I'm telling you, every time I'm on the freeway, that fucking thing goes on. Cruise, you know, it brakes itself. It does that.
Wait,
I
what
just
car you
touch the wheel
got?
once in a while, and I'm going like, bro. And now you can imagine. I mean, I actually at Curbivore, somebody had bought a brand new Juniper Model Y.
Okay.
And he says, you know, I want to show you something because we're working on a project. Anyway, long story short, he goes, let me give you a ride. I go, oh, it's the new one. It looks beautiful, by the way. It looks really gorgeous.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, the ambient lighting.
The front, the back, it looks better than the old one for sure. But anyway, no. Okay, anyway, that's not the issue. The issue is he goes, you know, let me give you a ride. Hey, we're in a tight parking spot, okay, small parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, he put the address on that we're going. I swear to God, that thing pulled out of the parking spot. And we're in downtown LA. I mean, there's a lot of one-way roads there. There are a lot of weird traffic lights there. Usually, I fuck up usually when I'm driving in LA, downtown. This thing was, bro, let me tell you something. And then it brought me back to Curbivore and dropped me off. I'm like, holy shit, this is unbelievable. So you will go home so much fresher because the pressure of paying attention and paying attention and attention, like, you know, yeah.
And let me ask you a question though, then, Sergio, because you've done the Waymos, and you just did the Juniper, with the latest, probably the latest, almost the latest self-driving FSD.
Yeah.
Which one drove better?
Okay, so
in your opinion, it's okay.
No. I did a Waymo like a month ago, not too long ago. Waymos are better. In the sense of Tesla, even with the Juniper, with the latest FSD probably download that it had, even on like a 3-mile trip, it had like that phantom braking couple times. Like it got like surprised, like something's happening. Let me slow down a little bit. Waymo, bro, I'm telling you, I swear to God, you would think there is a driver in the seat driving. I mean, I was in a Waymo a month ago. We're going down a street, cars parked on the side. There's a moving truck blocking the road. I'm going like, we're not going to fit there because I'm eyeballing it from the back seat. I go like, there's no way we're squeezing through that. Bro, this fucking Waymo, again, he went. And literally there was maybe 2 inches from each side and made it through.
Right.
And I'm going like, holy shit, this thing is crazy. And Waymo is a little ahead. Waymo is definitely a little bit ahead.
See, like for me, you know, in California, we always have those road closures and those little makeshift roads, right? Where you gotta hop onto the other freeway, come into the other freeway. Oh, and the Tesla follows the front of the car. So whatever the car in the front does, it reads it, And if it says, hey, if that car can do it, fuck it, I'm gonna go through it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Tesla will creep and creep until it's like, all right, fuck it, I could go through here, boom, and it'll take off. And I'm like, oh shit, the Tesla fit through the small little spot too. I'm like, oh damn. And then when it even does it on dirt roads, because up there in Victorville we have a lot of dirt roads, and FSD
Have you been in
works
a Waymo?
fine.
Have you been in a Waymo?
No, I've been wanting to get into a
Okay,
Waymo.
get in one, and then you drive all day long, so you can judge it for yourself better. You'll probably the better judge for that.
I'll test
Waymo
it.
is not
I'll
coming
test
up
it
on my
out.
app.
David promised that he's doing change. He did change everything actually. Worse for you and better for Lyft.
Yep.
See, everything
100%.
changed.
And
And he still hasn't showed up to the money.
Hold on a second. For the drivers who drive still, there are some good things that happen in the app, right? You get paid for 5 minutes going over. I'm not buying that 70-30 hocus pocus bullshit. That's bullshit.
No, that's bullshit.
That's
area
definitely
filter is
bullshit.
still far superior to anything Uber has. I mean, there are good things that happen in the app for drivers. I'm not going to deny that. But the name of the game is, it's a public company. Look, I call it straight, bro. What am I supposed to say? It's a public company. They have shareholders, obviously. They have a fiduciary responsibility to that, just like you have a fiduciary responsibility to your own shareholders, which is just you. We should take care of that, and they have a responsibility to do that. And the only way to do it, and this is coming from me to you guys, that I talk to these people quite a bit, okay? And I've said in numerous occasions that I go, rideshare is a horrible business, isn't it? And I can read the room, and they are uncomfortable saying no, but I can tell they mean yes. Rideshare is a horrible business model. It's a horrible business to be in because the margins are not there. And with the best of the brains and best of the algorithms and best of machine learning and best of AI that they use, it's still a very difficult business. Uber somehow has cracked it because their scale is much, much larger than Lyft's, and Lyft is still struggling after 11 years. So and delivery is a horrible business, and you have to do a lot of it to have some success. And Uber at their scale are having success now because they did 3 billion trips last quarter. That's $1 billion a month.
Well, the only way the companies falter is if the drivers falter. That's it. Without the drivers, drivers are the backbone. You can say it's the technology, you can say it's the apps, you can say it's the servers, but without if Thomas don't go out there and start driving, if you don't go out there and drive, if Eddie doesn't wake up and go do OnlyFans, if Buddha doesn't buy new duct tape, if Melvin doesn't sell me a Tesla,
I'm so dead.
No, but I get what you're saying, and
that's why I'm doing Y-Ride.
Personally, I feel like Lyft treats their drivers a touch better than Uber. Personally, I'm not saying that. As a just to say it. I think both companies treat you as a spreadsheet without a question, but I think there is a little bit more of a human touch because maybe they're smaller or whatever it is on the Lyft side. And Lyft's products for the drivers, I think, is definitely have gotten more superior. Let's say their Trip Finder is better than Trip Radar, and a lot of the things that they have done. Fares, base over base, they're both garbage, absolute garbage. So
I would rather do a long trip on Lyft than Uber because dude, Lyft will give you a $140 ride, right? And then Uber will give you a $60 ride. And like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, no, billions of trips doesn't mean 20 billion a day. So, but anyway,
for me right now, I've tried doing Lyft Extra Comfort. Some rides are okay, and then all of a sudden, when I first started dropping down off of Black Only and doing those Lyft Comfort rides, they were $28, $31, $32 an hour. Now they're coming in at $19, $20 an hour.
Yeah,
on Lyft
yeah.
Comfort. And at that rate, I can't do that shit. I can't because you know why? It's demoralizing. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
And it's unprofitable.
Exactly.
But it's the demoralizing when you sit there and they bring you the estimated in there. And let's be honest. We all know whatever the estimated time is on any trip, add 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Automatically. Just it's 32 minutes. That's 37.
Yeah. No, I agree. I guess Sonny has a lot of comments. I was like, Sergio, how many drivers got killed, raped, robbed, Lyft? Pretty much the same. I think if you believe the report.
That reminds me.
It's 50-50.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see what happened? They finally convicted.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, actually. Yeah,
that asshole.
In fact, they were going to go for the death penalty, but her
Christina-
family didn't want the death penalty, actually.
Make his ass fucking suffer.
No, I think that's been, on that one, I'm from the Middle East. Middle East justice would have been great on that one.
Death by pebble or what?
Yeah. Huh?
Death by rocks or what?
No, death by hanging in the middle of the fucking arena.
I agree.
Oh, death by.
Listen, I'm all for that.
Yeah,
I'm all for that.
Sometimes, there's a little too much freedom in this country. You know what I'm saying? There's too much protection for the guilty.
Okay, that's a better way to put it.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Lyft is cheap, very dangerous for driver. 90% of the rides 5-star away. I don't know. It's the same means Lyft only have 30.
Oh, dude, Sergio. Or anybody. I don't think none of us in this panel ran through Lyft. But man, if you rent a car from Lyft, you're doing a disservice to yourself, and you should get rid of that shit as fast as possible.
I think Eddie had to go through that one time.
Because at Coachella, my rides are $17. This is without surge and without any hocus pocus, right? Just straight app for app, ride for ride. Bro, we're talking about I was getting paid $17 for a ride, and the guy in the rental Lyft Lyft car was getting $6.
Yeah, they get paid less on Flex Drive. Yeah. They get paid.
Which I never understood. I don't understand that though. If you go to priority mode, they give you more rides, but they pay you less money.
Yeah,
so
well, that $1.30 trip was in priority mode.
Yeah, it was a priority mode, you know.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Well,
if you rent a car through Lyft, we're gonna hit you with a big two. That's like loan sharking.
Yeah,
you're loan sharking the rental.
But honestly, though, I think if you're gonna do rideshare. I'm against rentals. I was against rentals, but today's day and age, after talking all these expenses that we talked about, right? If you're going to hit it hard, go at it 70, 80 hours a week for like few months and make something happen for yourself, make 10 grand a month or whatever. I think you can do it in a rental. Just hit it fucking hard, drive all the miles you want without a care on the planet, and then take the damn thing back and give them the keys and take your 10 grand a month and walk away. You can do it.
That's what I've been trying to get that. I've been trying to get that through people's heads for the longest time. They just
without a question.
Don't get it. They don't get it.
Rental boy.
That's okay. Lease. I'm a lease. It's a lease, mofo.
Whatever you call it, you're still not getting the dollar stipend on black, right? Right, Steven?
You know why? Because I refuse to pay that fucking commercial insurance. Well, I told you. Well, Steven and I have had this talk. It's funny because with commercial insurance, right? So we have it on our app down here now. They're trying to convince us to go to commercial insurance. The only problem with that is, and we've talked about this before on here, you have to get your business and your permit through the counties. There's 3 different counties down here, right, in our market. 3 different counties, 3 different permits, all with separate fucking fees, all with separate requirements. And guess what? Executive card don't count. Executive card don't count. You can't get an executive card permit. Therefore, why are you getting an LLC for? And how are you going to get the commercial insurance? You can't get your permit. And it clearly states in the app for commercial insurance and permit. How are you going to get it? So I don't know how
Well-
this shit's going to fly down here unless you're going to go find somebody, and get up under their medallion and pay them a vig every week. Now that's another buck and a quarter.
Mhm.
I can do it. I got somebody in West Palm. I can go do it. I can make a phone call and be done tomorrow. But why? For what?
I like how Vinny says tomorrow.
Well, this is East Coast, homie. East Coast is the best coast. Y'all over there drowning in St. Andrews fault or whatever.
West Coast, best
Tell 'em,
coast.
Eddie.
Come on, man.
San Andreas.
West Coast, best coast. West Coast, best coast. 30 degrees at night and 130 degrees during the day. I don't know what
Actually,
the hell
this weekend is going to be beautiful. First time in the pool this weekend. 95 degrees this weekend. That's what's going on.
Thomas. Who you want to
San
tell
Andreas fault.
You want to tell them about how we can do the pool year round? We ain't got to wait till a certain time of year.
Yeah,
to
I
get
saw
in
that.
there?
While choking on the humidity.
From Mexico.
I
While
saw
choking
the
on the
size of that
humidity.
hail that was falling yesterday, the day before. Man, what the heck? Golf size.
That's okay. Hey, it's better than this.
Oh, that's like a heart attack. It comes and goes. You never know what's going to happen. So it's all good. I mean, earthquakes
Hey,
are
don't
like,
joke about the heart attack.
earthquake. Oh, it's over. Oh, I'm dead. I throw on my face.
The
I'm like,
fact that this show has gone for 2 hours and 30 minutes is truly
Is it really?
amazing.
Okay, I gotta go eat. I gotta eat my one meal a day.
I gotta go drive. I gotta go
listen,
make some money.
All I know is,
Sonny,
all I know
okay,
is
hold
when
on,
you go
hold
to
on.
eat.
Sonny, Sergio at the rideshareguy.com. You email me if you want to email me. I will respond. Maybe delay on a 48 to 72 hour basis, but it seems like you have a lot to say. Maybe we'll put you on behind the wheel and you can complain to the world.
Is
like
everyone
20
prepared
minutes.
for the war that Trump is causing with the abuse of the United States in the market? I
I
voted
don't
for
know.
him. So
Market's doing fine for me. I'm not sure about you, buddy.
I'm here for it. I'm trying to tell you, we're doing. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. Everybody's making a little money if you know what to do.
Hey, I like that view that you just did. The view of the panel, how you did it. That looks sick. Do it again.
What? This one?
Right there. There you go. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, that's closer.
Yeah, yeah, it's all
more
roll it to me. Oh, hell yeah. Hello there, Steven. Not kidding.
Wow.
Can poke Melvin.
Nah, but crazy.
Anyway, boys, it was my pleasure.
All right, Sergio. Well, we're gonna end the show here. I think it's good to end the show here with all of us.
Let's do this again in a month. Yeah, I mean,
the link is always the link, bro.
Please stay healthy, Buddha. Seriously, Buddha. Your costs are a lot higher than you thought it was, probably. But I think it was a good thing that we did that. And
I mean, hey, that goes to show that some people don't really know their cost of driving the shit, and Yeah, Steven, we've been saying this for years, and we still haven't done it. And now we actually showed it live. How to, basic numbers. What your cost?
Just you know what? To be safe side, just go $100 a day is your cost.
Yeah.
That's about
with that being said, it was a good show, guys. We talked here and there about a little bit of everything. Vinny brought up some good news and about all the shit that's happening with Lyft. I think I don't think we're gonna do this. We're not gonna do the soundboard.
I was short Uber going into the earnings, by the way, so you guys know. So with a full transparency.
Good job. Good job. Now, wait a minute. We got one more coming up next week. Don't forget.
No, we got Lyft in day after tomorrow. So.
Oh damn! Lyft earning call too.
Uber was this morning, so I was
right. So Lyft's coming in on Thursday or Friday.
Lyft's coming in on Thursday.
Thursday. That's tomorrow, bro.
No, not Thursday. 9th. The 9th. When is the 9th? Friday.
Friday. Okay. Yeah. Friday. Are they doing it before or after?
Lyft does it after.
After. Oh.
Uber does it
sneaky.
Over the
He's
going to
wait till the market's closed.
Yeah.
He's going to wait till the market closes.
So full transparency, I'm telling you, there is going to be within the next probably week to 10 days. I will trade it. I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm going to do about it, but Tesla is going to either have a $60 move up or a $60 move down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So maybe 70. Because it ain't going
to. Sergio, hit my DMs about that. I need to make some extra cash.
Okay, well,
There you go.
Okay, well,
I post all my trades on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's full transparency.
Buy more Tesla, y'all. Buy more Tesla.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't say up. I said up or down. I didn't say up. I didn't say anything.
I don't care if it goes up, down, sideways.
Not financial advice.
I'm telling you, buy more goddamn Tesla.
You know, Tesla is the same price as it was 4.5 years ago.
Not
You do
financial
realize
advice,
that,
right?
I didn't hear nothing you just said because what happened?
Tesla is the same price as it was 4.5 years ago. It's dead
No, it's
money
not.
for the last 4.5 years.
Where was the split?
How is it dead money?
Including the split. Go look at a Tesla chart going back 4 years. It's exactly the same price as it was 4 years ago.
I will actually do that.
Yeah, go ahead, do it. It's dead money.
I am going to.
Now, if you traded it, different story. But if you bought and held it for the last 4 years, it's exactly the same price as it was. It's not as bad as Nike. Nike is down 70% from 4 years ago. So, like, hey, it's good.
Well, I mean, you can say the same thing about Lyft. Lyft
Without
is
a
way
question.
down from where it was 4 years ago.
70% or whatever it is.
Yep.
Whatever. But
Buddha.
Anyway,
take us home, Buddha.
Well, guys, as you can see, Uber and Lyft is still dog shit, but hey, get your money in bounds, and that's all that matters. If you take a shitty ride, don't tell nobody. Just do it and call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
And post it on Twitter.
And post it on Twitter, and it might go viral. And maybe one day you'll become on the Show Me the Money Club as well. With that being said, we're out. I don't know if Steven is gonna put the.
Whoa.
What's happening?
Buddha, you just fucked up. Buddha.
What did I do?
Steven.
What do you want
Steven,
from me?
you're sitting next to him. Smack the shit out of him.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Is it this way? Is this
No,
way?
that's me. That way. Thank you.
What?
This is the Rideshare Garage, not Show Me the Money Club.
Did you just?
I didn't say Show Me the Money Club.
You did.
What did he just say?
You did.
Did you not hear what I said?
Right, Veronica, can you rerun this thing?
I said if you post your rides on Twitter, you might be on the Show Me the Money Club, like the post that I did.
Yes,
you did.
Yes.
The post that I did on Twitter got onto the Show Me the Money Club. I didn't
Well,
say
you know
we
what?
were on the
You know
Show Me
what?
the Money Club.
You know what, Jabroni? You want to know something, Jabroni?
I like.
You've been on Twitter. You've been on Twitter all night. Did you know that?
I actually think you are on Twitter a lot.
We are live on Twitter. Yeah, we are live
right now.
Twitter
All
right
night
now.
long, we have been live on Twitter.
Shit.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And
he just spilled the beans.
We had 8 views. 8 views on Twitter, just letting you know.
2020
I had more views playing Fortnite on Twitter than you.
The last 3 weeks, I have been posting us to Twitter as well.
Screw the views.
Well, hello Twitter. We don't usually talk here on Twitter, but hey, welcome to the Rideshare Garage, and hope you guys liked our foolery and fuckery here. We talk a little bit about everything here. You know what I mean, with no filters. And
God bless America. You have First Amendment.
God bless America, and God bless His truth, baby. And we are out of here. I don't know if you guys are gonna play the song, if we're gonna get copyrighted now.